Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Data here, and welcome back to our San Francisco Starfleet expansion franchise mode series here on NHL 24, episode number 10, headed into the year number 3, 2026 postseason. As always, if you're joining us after we've already gone live, you can go ahead and jump ahead to the 5-minute mark. But if you're watching live with us, we'll just start welcoming everybody into the stream as we get excited for a big postseason run, coming off of our best season yet through 10 years so far. Slim, Liam, welcome to the stream, my friend. I don't have the time to listen to you whine, Slim. No, I don't. Gen Z, welcome aboard. It was too bad. I wanted to go live yesterday. I wanted to have a pirate stream yesterday. It didn't work out. So I'll explain why, but it didn't work out with time constraints. And now we get to be live tonight for the postseason. And we are hoping for a deep run that will hopefully defy logic as a third-year expansion team. So I'll just wait for everybody to start getting into the stream as I take care of all the details that I got to take care of. I don't have much knowledge on Mortal Kombat there, Slim, sorry. What's up, Data? Been busy due to an insanely crazy schedule. I feel you. Also changed my profile pic. Yeah, I noticed that. Very good. CBDE Young, welcome to the stream. How are you? I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. Big weekend ahead for me, as I've been mentioning a few times on an episode, more on the Discord server. Laser eye surgery coming up for me, so it's a big weekend ahead. But I'm doing okay, and I hope that it's all the same on your end, sir. Sorry, no problem, Liam. No problem at all. Appreciate you being able to drop by when you have the chance. Laser Eye. I don't really know anything about those characters, but I see you posting in the Discord, Slim. Defying Logic, the 2026 postseason, episode number 10. I just never did. Nathan, bienvenue. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Just doing all the little things in the background here, thumbnail and all that, description, blah, blah, blah. Make sure everybody's on board with the tweet. Everyone is notified. Welcome aboard to everybody watching so far. I'll give you a quick recap of the standings before I get into the season recap. If you just want to see a little visual of where we were in the NHL. Remember that this is our custom league, 8 divisions, where points are worth 3. It's a different point breakdown, but essentially wins are 3 points, so don't forget that. But a 48-win season put us second in the NHL. Yeah, we missed you last stream, Slim. There were a few references to you not being here. Landon, welcome aboard, my friend. I always have trouble with the typing and talking, but I see the comments come in. Then as I'm trying to do one thing, I'll do another. To talk smack and drink your... I can't wait. I am thirsty, Slim. I haven't drank all day. I have not drunk anything. Drank anything? Drunk? I have not drunk anything all day long, and I am parched for your tears. That'll be more in the pirate stream, though. I find in franchise, even though you like to troll and be on the other side, I find we are usually on the same side. What's your least favorite EA NHL song? Ooh, that's a great question. I have to really sit through all of the records. My least favorite. Honestly, I'm sure there's a ton that I would have hated over the last few years, but ever since I started making videos in NHL 20, I've turned off the soundtrack because of copyright. So there's probably a ton of songs that I would have hated. But I remember there being songs back in NHL 09, 08 that I didn't... not as many, but maybe more like NHL 14 or something that I didn't quite like. Tip to becoming an NHL businessman. For more success, join an expansion team or create a new one. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is, eh? So okay, perfect timing then. NHL 20 was a perfect time for me to turn it off. Do you have a... I gotta be careful not to sing or else I don't want to get any copyright in here. Mila, welcome to the stream. And we're just about a minute away from getting started. Welcome to all 12 of you who have hopped in so far to the stream. It's set to be an exciting one. We have the Starfleet postseason today, and then we'll have the Vancouver postseason uploaded on Friday. And then on Monday, we'll have a career simulation going up. I haven't done a career sim in a while, since the Zach Benson sim in months ago, I guess, by now. But we're going to have another career simulation for you on Monday. Canucks are up on Friday. This is up today on Wednesday. A little bit of content. Trying to put out as much as I can in anticipation of my recovery from the laser. So I'm not sure exactly how long that'll keep me out for. Or Laval Rocket play versus Hershey on the 19th. Nice. I've never seen the Laval Rocket yet. I'm yet to go to a Laval Rocket game. And I'm on time. I'm finally early for once. I'm ready to start exactly at the 5-minute mark. Personally, turn it off in franchise mode. You have a rotation of the same 7, 8, 7. Oh, okay. I hear you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this party started. Beginning the year number 3 postseason here with our expansion San Francisco Starfleet franchise mode series, our expansion team. We're looking to defy logic and win the cup in just our 3rd year in the NHL. We had 147 points this year. Keep in mind that wins are worth 3 points. We went 48, 22, and 12 to finish 2nd in the NHL. We had a 26.7% power play, which led the NHL, and we also had an 84.7% penalty kill, which was amongst the top 10. Yeah, top 10 in the NHL. I think that's, 9th? So we had a good year on the special teams. We delivered when it came to the balance of the offense and the defense. We have a near MVP season from Tyler Toffoli, who scored 93 points in a fully healthy 82-game season. He was incredible. We signed him to a 3-year deal out of free agency. Year 1, 74 points. Now year 2, 93 points. I'll get into Cheating Heels' thoughts on him in the comments in just a moment. Our captain, Elias Lindholm, at 88. Trevor Moore, huge season at 75 points, career year from him. The professor, the rookie, Avery McIntyre, 49-goal, 72-point rookie season. Vladimir Tarasenko playing 3rd line and 1st unit power play, less than 15 minutes per night. Scores 34 goals and 72 points in an 80-game season. Incredible from the former captain of our Kraken franchise on NHL 22. So hats off to Vladimir Tarasenko. Sam Girard, great year from him. After scoring 80 and then going down to 58, he has a 70-point season as a plus 10 as well. Really good to see from Sam Girard, our top D-man right there. Jean-Gabriel Pajot, our first full season with him, 53 points from our 3rd line center, playing 15.37 per night. Kako, 53 points, very good. Vrana had 50 points. That's where we want him to be, in that 50-60 point range. Negative 16 was not great, but we're still hoping that Vrana can be at solid middle 6 piece long term. That's what he's been to enough of an extent so far. Maki Smoskovic had a great year in an expanded role. We gave him 12.55 per night, which is more than the usual 3rd line right winger gets. Usually that's it. We added some special teams. We added enough to get him into maximize growth as much as possible range. 42 points and a plus 30 for Maki in his sophomore season. So really good to see that. I knew someone would be crying about the Vrana contract right away. I knew that the tears would start flowing as soon as he saw it. Lysell, 37 points in his rookie season, negative 13, but we gave him a little bit of extra ice time as well to add on to the 4th line minutes. Dom, bienvenue. Welcome to the stream, sir. I'll say this just once. I've said it before, I'll say it again. If Vrana is going to be a 55 point guy at 5.75 million with the potential to have those outbursts at 60 points even in a world of an increasing salary cap every single season, I am more than fine with 5.75 on a long-term deal for Vrana. No problem. As long as we sign him for $7 million. So if you want to cry, you can let it out. Esa Lindell, first season in Starfleet, 27 points. Joe, welcome aboard. Brett Pesci, 25. Knizhov. Now, here was a huge surprise. Nikolai Knizhov, this is kind of like in the Kyle Wood range of just randomness. We signed him out of free agency to be 7th defenseman. We bring him in to play for, I think it was 4 games. I don't know who was injured. Who on our defense was injured? It was Ramirez. Ramirez was out for a total of 10 games this year, but it was only for 4 games. And he had 2 or 3 points in 4 games. So we're like, okay, let's bring him in. Let's keep him long term. He, as a defensive defenseman, 80 overall, scores 10 goals and 24 points and a plus 28 in 66 games played, averaging 18.45 per night. Ridiculous ice time. Ridiculous points plus the solid ice time for Knizhov. I have no words. That is crazy. I love that type of franchise mode story. Luke Cunnan had 21. Owen Beck had 20. Rookie season for him as well. We tried to give him a little bit of special teams on top of it. We know that he'll be moving up the lineup next year, most likely. Romanov, 20 points. Ramirez in his rookie season, 11 points from the 82 overall third pair defenseman. Mahura, 6 points in 26 games. He was fine. We only have to take him out because Knizhov was doing so well. Nico Sturm, 13th forward, 3 points in 11 games. Even Ryan Suzuki at 14th forward, 1 goal in 2 games. Goaltending this season, it didn't look great, but when you compare it to the NHL, it it was above average. Spencer Knight went 41, 16, and 7 with 5 shutouts, giving him a 9-10 save percentage and 2.87 goals against average. Annunen in 20 appearances was 7, 7, and 5. Not great. 8.99 save percentage and 3.26 goals against average. So again, if we look at that in the entire NHL, if we look at all the goalies in the league, and we say minimum whatever, 40 games played, sorting by save percentage, 9-10 is enough to be closer to the top. And if we look at the goals against average, Spencer Knight also amongst the top half as well. Bit concerning about Knight into the playoffs. I hear you, RJ. Gen Z, Data, you have a pet peeve in regards to songs in general. Mine is when the song title either isn't said or only said once in a random spot. I play drums, I'm a musician, so I definitely have my own musical thoughts. Pet peeve in music, just probably no value lyrically. That's a bit of a pet peeve. At the same time, I love, like, I don't know, Dance Monkey. So if it's catchy, I can forgive it. But I just hate songs that have zero substance to it, and they're not catchy either. So that's the music I wouldn't like. Looking at rookie skaters as well, Avery McIntyre led the league in rookie scoring. That should be a Calder for him this season, beating Cole Eiserman, who had 58, 72 points. What a rookie year from Avery McIntyre, the professor. So there's a little recap on the season that was, ladies and gentlemen. No kidding, another drummer in here. There was only one main comment in the last one, and it's more like an off-season... it's more like an off-season... idea, I suppose, or an off-season suggestion, I should say. I'm just going to go ahead and pull it up here. Cheating Heel left a comment in the last one, leaving a suggestion on our MVP, Tyler Toffoli, saying... what are they putting in the water in San Francisco? Yeah, because we had a bit of a rocky end to the season. The last couple of years in a row, we've had a rocky ends to the season, but we did enough to get... if it wasn't for some of those losses, we could have won the President's Trophy, though. It wasn't as strong of a finish as we would have liked it to have been. As you can see here, we had a few too many L's in here. Shootout loss, like starting at Vancouver, or even starting up in Carolina. Loss, 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 win, loss, shootout loss, win, loss, overtime loss, loss, win, 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 win. So a few of those L's into dubs that would have been, or just one, and it would have been the President's Trophy. So that being said, Cheating Heel says there's a valid argument for Toffoli to be the league MVP. Speaking of that, it's a discussion for the offseason, but I want to plant the seed in your mind, and I'll do the same for all of you assistant general managers right now. With Toffoli's value being the highest it will probably ever be, and his age, plus his salary, plus him having only 1 year left on his contract after this one, would it make sense to trade him in the offseason? We're not talking about moving him for picks and prospects, since we're clearly contenders, but maybe pull a classic Vegas move and we trade him in a package for a younger and better piece. Maybe we use him to get a top-notch centerman if we're planning on moving McIntyre to the wing even. Maybe something like Toffoli and Guliev traded for Dylan Larkin type of thing, or a Matthew Barzal type of thing. Most of the good options that teams would realistically let go would either be American, which wouldn't work, so we got to think about Canadian to pair with McIntyre type of thing. So we love Toffoli, but just keeping it in mind that it wouldn't be a crazy thing if we want to bring in a solid, younger playmaking piece if McIntyre is moving to the wing, maybe a Canadian first-line center. Just keep that in mind. We got to keep the restrictions of this series in the forefront of our minds, since that is the basis of many of our decisions. As far as the lineup goes, I'd be afraid to touch anything unless we absolutely need to. Offense and power play at the top of the league. Defense and pound and kill are top 10. Our goalie has even a shot at some Vezina votes. So I fear that making any move to try and improve slightly would have the inverse effect on another area. We were 1 point off of first. Let's not just keep things as they were, and let's not jinx it. This is already a great achievement for such a young team. Let's hope we can make a long run in the playoffs and hopefully win it all. Great job on building this team, buddy. So thank you for that, Cheating Heel. Great thoughts to especially consider in the offseason, but we'll see what they can do here in the postseason. So that being said, our lineup is going to be the same as the end of the season. Trevor Moore has 2 more years on his contract after this one, Cheating Heel. So Trevor Moore, Elias Lindholm, and Tyler Toffoli is our top line. Kakko, McIntyre, and Tarasenko. He moved up from the third to the second line. Third line, Verana, Pajot, Samoskevich. And fourth line, Cunnin, Beck, and Lysell. Defense, Girard with Pesci, Knizhov with Lindell, and Ramirez with Romanov. Goaltending, of course, will be rolling with Spencer Knight. But Annunen was crazy last postseason. Keep that in mind. Last postseason, Annunen was 3-5 1 shutout, 924 save percentage, 2.58 goals against average. Meanwhile, thank you, Mark. Welcome to the stream. Meanwhile, last postseason, Spencer Knight, he was 5-3, but 881 save percentage, 4.29 goals against average. So there you go. Last season, where were we last season? I don't have a Google sheet made. I should make one. Hobbsy's sheet would have all the information, I'm sure. I just don't have it pulled up. How far did we make it last year in the postseason? I think I have to pull it up just to make sure that we are keeping track of the storylines here. So last year we were a wild card team. I think we... Oh, no, actually, no, now I think about it, we lost in round 1 after winning the wild card. Yes, I don't need to look it up. Now I remember. We were a wild card team. We won the wild card round, and we lost in round number 1. That's what it was. So it was round number 1 technically, round of 16. That's what you can call it. Not second round, just be round of 16. So this year, the Penguins beat the Red Wings in 2 games in the best of 3 wild card, and now they're facing us in the... Oh, that's true. We came back from down 3-1. Yes, Slim, thank you. We did not lose in round number 1. We were down 3-1 against the Senators, and we beat them to lose in the quarterfinal. Yes, Slim, you're right. That's my bad. Thank you for that. So we won the wild card. We won the round of 16, coming back from down 3 games to 1, and we lost in the quarterfinal. Now in round number 2. Now this year, as the second place team, we're facing one of the wild card winners. The Penguins beat the Red Wings, and now here they are facing us 2 versus 15. The MJ story. Yes, of course. MJ. What a story that was. Michael Jordan. He's still in the organization. Just picked up Merzlikins in my franchise mode, and he went from 940 to 891 after the halfway point. We've seen that before, Mila. We have seen that before. Can we check Sharangovich? We can check that in the postseason. In the offseason, absolutely. Just right now in the postseason, I want to get the simulation started. So let's look at the Penguins lineup. They are going to have a good veteran squad. These are players that the simulation loves to see turned on in the postseason. Crosby, Malkin, Duchesne. So this is not going to be an easy series, I don't think. Jake Gensel on that top line with Sidney Crosby and Evgeny Malkin. Crosby still had a 93 overall. He had a 92-point season, 48 goals from Sid. So that top line is going to be our biggest issue. Second line, JVR, Jack Roslovic, and Brian Rust. Third line, Raquel, Duchesne, and Smith. Fourth line, Lindblom, Eller, and Hinestroza. Big veteran squad here. 39 years of age, 38, 31, 36, 33, 32, 35, 35, 36. So there you go. That's the forwards. On defense, we see Ryan Graves with Chris Letang on the top pair. Erik Karlsson, he's at an 87 on the second pair with Marcus Pettersson. And third pair is Caleb Jones with Ilya Lyubushkin. Now, if we look at the goaltending, it's Tristan Jarry backed up by Joel Blomqvist. Players that we know from our Penguins series back on NHL 22. Tristan Jarry this season, 30 wins, 909 save percentage, 3.04 goals against average. Healthy scratches, we see Colin White, Michael McLeod, and Jack Rathbone. Sharon, welcome to the stream. So it's going to be a tough series against good veterans with high poise, but we're going to make sure that we keep playing the hockey that we've been playing down the stretch, ladies and gentlemen. We are the top team in the Western Conference. Is that what it was? Who finished number 1 again? It was was it the Islanders? Let me just double check, sorry. Was it the Islanders? No, it was the Blues. Okay, so we didn't finish atop the conference. No, that's true. We finished in second place in the conference, first in our division, second in our conference, and second in the NHL. It's a tough division. We have the Ducks right there as well. So we're a 48-win team. We're facing the Pittsburgh Penguins, who just squeaked into the wild card. They were the first wild card, technically, at 40 wins, finishing 15th in the league. And we're going to take them on here. Game 1, round 1, year 3. In the last couple of years, I think we had... Year number 1 was a first-round exit. Year number 2 was a second-round exit. So year number 3, we're pushing for conference final or further. Game 1 at Enterprise Arena on the holodeck here in San Francisco. Starfleet versus Penguins. Let's do it. First period, ladies and gentlemen, 2-0 Starfleet early. Trevor Moore and Tyler Toffoli. There's our first line coming through for us. Shots are 14-12 after 20, and that is what we need to be seeing. Not our first line necessarily carrying, but that first line doing what they did in the regular season and not just going silent. Thank you. All right, second period now. No scoring. Shots end 22-20 in our favor. Headed into the third period. Holding on to our 2-goal lead, but Matt Duchene scores the first Penguins goal of the postseason, or at least a non-wildcard goal here in the first round. Duchene makes it a 1-goal game. Power play Penguins at the halfway point. We kill that off. We're holding on to a 1-goal lead into the final half of the third period. Matt Duchene with the lone goal in this period so far with 2 minutes to go. Hanging on with the shots tied up. Power play late, and we'll add a power play empty net goal from Capo Caco to win game 1 by a score of 3-1. Shots end 34-33, and we'll take it. Spencer Knight makes 32 saves. That is what we want to be seeing from him. Thank you. Tristan Jarry, 31 saves for third star, and a goal and assist from Trevor Moore. Joe's calling a McIntyre game-winning goal this series. All right, log it away. Log it away. There is game number 1 in the books. We're up 1-0 in this series, ladies and gentlemen. In the AHL. Did they make the postseason in the AHL? I think they did. They're just waiting for the... No, they won the first round. Okay, so down in the AHL, yeah. Yeah, Honka, he broke his leg, and then he lacerated his arm. Now he's back in the regular... now I'm back in the lineup at full health. Down in the AHL. Shout out to him. So we're going to put it like this. Yeah. Actually, Damon Hunt had 3 assists. Ooh. So far in the postseason. Lindmark, 2 goals and an assist? What? The defense going crazy. Okay, Langlois, you're out then, I guess. Jeremy Langlois, I wanted you to grow, but it's just the postseason now. Honka's coming in. Antoni Honka, who had the broken leg and the lacerated arm. Now he's back in the lineup for the AHL squad over in Sweden, teleporting over. Okay, Game 2, Round 1, still at home here in San Francisco. Nice 3-1 victory. I would like to see more goal scoring because we can't always rely on Spencer Knight to have a 1-goal masterclass type of thing. So here we go. First period, 1-1 after 20. Riley Smith opens it up on the power play, but then Elias Lindholm, the captain, ties it up late. Shots 11-6 for Pittsburgh after 20, but we are tied at 1. Power play San Francisco, and there's a power play goal from Vrana, slurping up those tears from Slim and making it a 2-1 game. Then Tarasenko, Manny, welcome to the stream. And then Vrana again! Cry, Slim, cry! Let those tears out, baby! Power play goal from McIntyre as well. 3 power play goals this period, and we end up 5-1 after 40 minutes. Vrana scores twice in the power play. Tarasenko, who scored 34 goals in the season, he gets his first of the postseason. And Avery McIntyre's first career playoff goal comes against Blomqvist as he replaced Tristan Jarry. Shots 26-16 in our favor through 40 minutes. Power play to start the third period. Nothing coming from that one. Riley Smith gets his second of the night, and we have a 5-2 game. We're up by 3 with 13 to go. Starfleet after party. There you go. Slim's tears. Vrana, power play hat trick! Oh, the tears are flowing! Hinostroza, then Russ scores, though. It's a 2-goal game into the final 5 minutes, but then Tarasenko adds his second. There we go. And the dono comes in. Joseph with the $2 dono. Hope next series uses Legends. Expansion League? Yeah, this is an expansion right here. But I would be fun to see some Legends in there. Joseph, thank you for the dono, my friend. We get the big 7-4 victory in honor of the dono. And it's not only a hat trick, but a hat trick of power play goals from Vrana. 2 from Tarasenko as well. Vrana says, first let me say a big thank you to Joseph. Then let me just bathe in Slim's tears. Shots 37-29. And we win 7 for the final. 3 goals from Vrana, 2 goals from Tarasenko, and a 4-assist night from Toffoli. Oh my goodness. Check the power play. What exactly do you want to check on the power play, Mark? Thank you, Joseph. Appreciate that a lot. I forget if you're in the Discord server. There's a few Josephs in there, but if you're in the Discord server, let me know. That earns you a role in the Discord server. And Vrana ends at a -2 despite the 3 goals. I love it. I love it. Just stomping on Slim. -2, but 3 goals. How many power play goals? I'll check. Let's see. Carlson, even plus minus? Because we had a lot of power play goals. Carlson was even a +1. There you go. +1. Power play goals. Would it show me here? Yes, it would. So 4 power play goals in that one as we win 7-4. Up 2-0 in this series. Huge win at home. And we're headed to PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh for Game 3. Down in the AHL. We're still waiting over here? Okay. Okay, so nothing to change. I'm not going to touch anything after that victory right there, 7-4. We've outscored Pittsburgh 10-5 over those first 2 games. Game 3 now in Pittsburgh. I'm not happy that we allowed 4, but if we're going to score 7, it's okay. But still, we want to definitely be limiting the Penguins' goal scoring here. Game 3, we're in Pittsburgh. They know how to play in front of their home fans in the postseason, so it's not going to be easy. We're up 2-0 in this series. Let's hit it. First period, 2-1 after 20. Gensel opens up in the power play for the Penguins, but then Pajot answers back less than a minute later to tie it up on a power play of our own, and then Owen Beck scores his first career playoff goal, and we're up 2-1 after 20. Second period now, and it is 4-1. Jean-Gabriel Pajot avec son deuxième. 2 power play goals from Pajot, and Elias Lindholm, the captain, makes it a 3-goal lead. We're now outshooting the Penguins 28-15. We're up 4-1, and our power play has been buzzing. 3 power play goals from Verana and 4 in total from the team last game. That's 2 power play goals, both from Jean-Gabriel Pajot in this first 2 periods of this game. Pittsburgh power play went nowhere. We're up 3 goals with 5 to go, outshooting the Penguins by quite a bit. A quiet third period, and we'll come away with the 4-1 victory. Shots end 37-27, and it's a big one. Spencer Knight, 26 saves. Good bounce back after allowing 4. Pajot avec 2. Deuxième étoile pour lui, and Tyler Toffoli, 2 assists. 3rd star. Okay, we'll take it. 4-1 victory to put us up 3-1 in this 3-0, excuse me, in this series. Down in the AHL. Yes, I have Congos, Bongos, Congas, Djembe. Absolutely. Quarterfinal down in the AHL, by the way. So, okay, I have nothing to say. Let's keep it rolling. I don't want to pause and overanalyze a good thing here. Let's keep going. Mackenzie, welcome to the stream. Perfect timing as we're about to we're going into Game 4, looking for win number 4 to sweep the Penguins out of round number 1. Let's do it. First period of Game 4 in Pittsburgh. 1-0 Penguins after 20. I think it's the first period that they lead, as Brian Russ gets the lone goal. Shots 13-12 for the Penguins after 20. Second period now, 3-1 Penguins. Lysell scores his first career playoff goal on the power play to tie it up. Then McLeod and Duchesne score a couple goals to make it a 3-1 Penguins lead. So first career goals for Lysell, for Avery, for Beck. Great to see through these first 4 games. Now headed into the third period, we're down by 2 and looking to get back in this game and call it a sweep. Unless we have to go back to San Francisco and make it make it Game 5. But hold on, Toffoli gets his second in the postseason. We're now within 1. Penguins power play killed off. We're only down by 1 with 10 minutes to go. Lots of time, lots of opportunity to get something going. But we give up another power play to the Penguins. We kill it off. And there's Toffoli tying it up at 3. Tyler Toffoli gets his second. Then Chris Letang makes it a 4-3 game. Late winner from Chris Letang. Toffoli scores twice in the third period. Clutch. But then Letang gets the game winner late. Shots end 37-35 for the Penguins. They really pushed hard. You got to give it to them. And they win 4-3. Russ a goal and an assist. Toffoli 2 goals. Too bad. We did well, though. We worked hard on that one. All right, so a tough 1-goal loss. 9 points in 4 games from our MVP, Tyler Toffoli. We are now up 3-1, coming back to San Francisco, looking to end it. In his locker room speeches, there you go. I must have done it for the Penguins. Looking to end it here at home in front of the home fans in a 5-game series. We've been dominating. Tough 1-goal loss. Let's get back on the horse. Let's not stop. Don't let them get in your head. Let's keep doing what we've been doing and call it right here. First period of game number 5, and it's a 2-0 Starfleet lead. And picking up where we left off. Toffoli scores 2 goals in the third period of game 4, and then 2 goals in the first period of game 5. 4 goals in 2 periods, even strength, then on the power play. Shots doubled in our favor, 12-6, and we're up 2-0 after 20. Tyler Toffoli, what a monster. Second period now ends 3-1 as Luke Cunnin gets his first to make it a 3-0 game. Then Malkin scores the first goal for the Penguins to break the shutout for the night and give them a little bit of life, maybe a little bit of momentum, but we haven't allowed anything in the last 10 minutes. Shots 23-21 in our favor through 40 minutes, and we're up by 2, looking to hang on tight and end it out here in this final period with a 2-goal lead. Power play San Francisco, this would go a long way. Killed off by the Penguins, who are fighting with everything they have. Evgeny Malkin scores his second, now a 1-goal game. 4-on-3 power play, 5-on-4 power play, killed off by the Penguins. 1-goal game it remains with 5 minutes to go. final push from the Penguins. Do they have any life left in them in the final minute, 20 seconds? And we'll end on a power play and finish off the series with a 3-2 victory. We are off to round number 2, ladies and gentlemen, for the second consecutive year and the second time in franchise history with a 5-game series win. Our first ever series win that wasn't in 7 games. Outshooting the Penguins 35-32 in this one. Malkin almost, yeah, of course. Slavkinski, scoring for the Canadians. Good news. Thank you, Nathan. Tyler Toffoli scoring 2 goals. He's the first star of this one. 30 saves from Spencer Knight. 2 goals from Malkin. Not enough. And we win in 5 games over the Penguins. Let's take a moment to check out the stats here. 5 goals, 6 assists, and 11 points in 5 games from Tyler Toffoli. Big drop to anybody else. But Lindholm, Tarasenko, and Moore were all above point per game. Kako, Lysell, shout out to Lysell. Girard all with 4 points. Pajot, Verana with 3. Pesci 2. Cunnin, Beck, McIntyre. That's surprising. McIntyre only 1 goal and 1 point. Goes to show continuing my theory of rookies not being able to simulate well in EA when it comes to the postseason. Lindell, all with 1 point. Knizhov, Romanov, Mackey, and Ramirez with nothing. The third line, maybe not the greatest plus-minus, I suppose. -2s from them, yeah. But we survived. Spencer Knight, 4-1 with a .924 save percentage and 2.41 goals against average in that series. Toffoli has put Starfleet on cruise control. He did in that series, that's for sure. Tyler Ravioli, Toffoli, let's go. Let's see the Penguins here. Jerry ended with a .900 save percentage. You want to see Carlson here, Slim? I know you're dying to see him. Shout out to JVR. Did I not? Okay, oh, he had points in the wildcard series. That's why. Carlson ends 5 points, even plus-minus. There you go. No kidding. Get out. You're eating ravioli right now? Okay, so let's rest up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's rest up a little bit. Let's enjoy the luxury of winning in 5 games. Couple days off, 3 days off, 4 days off. Lovely. Amazing. That's exactly what we need. Now, in round number 2, we will be facing the Florida Panthers. The Panthers, we beat them in the wild card series last year, correct? If I'm remembering that right. So there you go. That's including the wild card. Let me guess. He was a plus 65 in the wild card series. Or I said 65 because he's number 65. But let me guess. He was a plus 12. And then in the last 5 games, he was a negative 12 to bring him back to a 0, right? All right, in the playoff tree, any upsets here? St. Louis beats Tampa Bay. Boston beats Ottawa. Carolina beats Chicago. Islanders beat the Oilers. We beat the Penguins. Panthers beat the Jets. Ducks beat the Wild. The only upset is the 11th place Avalanche taking down the 6th place Flyers in a 7-game series. Aside from that, it's 1 versus 8, Blues versus Bruins. 4 versus 5, Hurricanes versus Islanders. 2 versus 7, Starfleet versus Panthers, and then 3 versus 11, Ducks versus Avalanche. All right, here for round number 2, the quarterfinal. The Panthers now. The Panthers. Let's figure out what's going on over here. And in the AHL, we're surviving. If I say I have 8 points in 8 games. All right, so the Florida Panthers, who we beat, was it in 2 games or in 3 games in the wild card series last year? If someone can let me know if they want to pull up the stats on the Google Sheet on the Discord server, perhaps. Panthers. All right, so here's their lineup moving into the 2026 postseason. Playoffs last season, we won round 1. We won the wild card against the Panthers, I believe. Then we beat the first or second place Senators down 3-1. We came back and won in 7. Then we fell in round number 2 against the... Who was it again? I put it off before, but I gotta pull it up now, or else I'm gonna keep trying to reference it and keep forgetting. Let me just get the Google Sheet open from Hobbsy. Canucks, that was it, eh? Hold on. Let me open this up. So as you can see, the Panthers line's very impressive. Tkachuk and Barkov especially. Tkachuk 95 overall, 8 points in 7 games in the first round. Barkov 6 points in 7 games, and LeBanc 5 points in 7 games. 85 overall, Kevin LeBanc. How about that? Second line, Logan O'Connor, Anton Lundell, and Evan Rodriguez. Third line, Jamie Benn, Joe Veleno, former Starfleet officer Joe Veleno, and Emil Bemstrom. Fourth line, Nosen, Luosterainen, and Aston Reese. On defense, they have Forsling and Montour at a 91 overall. Second pair, Ekblad with former Starfleet officer P.O. Joseph. And third pair, Mikola, and former Starfleet officer John Klingberg as well. What did he do this season in the end? 26 points. So 3 former Starfleet officers in Klingberg, Joseph, and Veleno. Goaltending, it is Bobrovsky backed up by Stolars. And of course, we have our own former Panther in Spencer Knight. Surdee, Friedman, and Martinook as the healthy scratches here in Florida. Let me pull this up here. Season stats. Thank you again to Hobbsy for that. Year 1 playoffs. Yes, so we lost against the Wild in 7 games. So we swept the Panthers out of the wild card last year in a 2-game series in a best of 3. We beat the Senators in 7, then we lost to the Canucks in 6. That's what it was. There you go. There we go. Got that settled. Okay, so the Panthers have a solid enough team. They don't seem to be scoring a ton, but maybe the depth is there. 8 points from Rodriguez, 8 points from Lundell, yeah. 3 from O'Connor. At least that first and second line, at least that top 6. They're working together quite well. The defense doesn't seem to be doing much on the points, and their plus-minuses aren't crazy. The second pair looks good, but the first pair, not as much. -4 from that top pair, so hopefully we can exploit that a little bit. And it's true, Penguins had a former Starfleet officer in Michael McLeod. Thank you for catching that. Good. Very good. So there is the Panthers lineup. We have our own former Panther in Spencer Knight. They're going to want to get revenge after losing the wildcard series against us last year. But here we go. Game 1, round 2. We're going to keep it rolling right here, ladies and gentlemen, in San Francisco on the holodeck at Enterprise Arena in the second round for the second consecutive year and second time in franchise history here in year number 3. I'm not going to check Edmonton or the Islanders right now, Slim. We don't need to do that. Here we go. Game 1 of round 2 at home in front of the fans, coming off of a great first round series. After 20, we're up 2-1. Avery McIntyre, welcome back to the party, buddy. He gets just his second goal of the postseason and the first goal of this second round to open it up. Then Fabian Lysell, the rookie who's been performing well also, gets the goal that made it 2-0. Then Nosen makes it a 2-1 game. Shots 12-7 in our favor after 20. The one goal for the Panthers coming from their fourth line. Second period now, 2-2 after 40. Jamie Benn, there's that veteran presence. Shots are 19-17 in our favor after 40, but we're all tied up at 2. And this third period will be the decider. Next 20 minutes will decide game number 1. Next goal could be the winner even. So go ahead and leave it all out there. Every shift you have, let's put pucks on net. Let's do it. Into the final 5 minutes. Hold on, there's Vranis! He got a sip of the tears on the bench. His water bottle on the bench is just full of those slim tears. And is it going to be the game-winning goal? Yes, it will be! The game-winning goal goes to Vrana. Shots end 31-25, and Vrana shows up in a big way in game number 1 to give us the winner with a full, overflowing bottle of Slim's tears on the bench. Lysell a goal and an assist, McIntyre a goal, and Vrana the game winner, getting him the 3rd-star honors. Well done. Let's go. Big night. Plus minuses in this one, Knyzhov and Lindell. Come on, guys. -2. Starfleet now showering with Slim's tears after the game. Very good. 82 goals, -82. There you go, Landon. That's it. All right, so big 3-2 victory. A bit too close for comfort, I have to say, but a big 3-2 victory in game number 1 to keep the party rolling. We're 5-1 in the postseason so far. No reason to stop here. Game 2, round 2. We're still at home. Thankfully, I'm about to jinx it, but there haven't been any big issues with special teams or anything. No major injuries. This is the fastest that we've gotten through the postseason in a little bit, probably, but let's keep on going. Why not? Let's not jinx a good thing here. First period, it's 2-0 Panthers after 20. LeBlanc and Rodriguez, there's that second line coming through for the Panthers. Shots 11-10 for Starfleet after 20, but we're down 2-0. Second period, Kakko opens up with a shorthanded goal. Then Lundell scores on the power play just 15 seconds later. Period ends 3-1. We're still down by 2, despite leading the shots by 2. After 40 minutes, we are down 3-1. Let's see that top 6. Let's see that first line with the +4. Let's see a little Sam Girard in here. Come on now. Our lone goal is a shorthanded one. 10 minutes to go. We have no even strength scoring. Come on now. And then Bemstrom scores twice in less than a minute, and that'll be all she wrote, as we're down by 4 with 5 minutes to go. Big showing here from Sergei Bobrovsky. As we outshoot the Panthers 35-29, but lose 5-1. Bobrovsky 34 saves, Bemstrom a couple goals. That's tough. Definitely tough. And it will now be a best of 5 as we take a 1-1 series into Florida. In Sunrise, Florida. There you go. In the AHL, what's up down here? We lose in 7 against the Wild, I think it was. That's too bad. 11 points in 11 games from Afanaseyev. Let's quickly just look at the AHL squad as their postseason has ended. 11 points from him, 9 points from Hemming, who's one of our major prospects. Bocage, Baudin, Engel, Fairbrother, Kapanen. Who are the rest of our other guys? Guliev, 5 points in 11 games. Douglas, first-line center, 4 points in 11 games. 3 points in 7 there. Langlois. Hunt didn't do anything after 3 points in 5 games. And Garant, 7, 2, and 2, with actually really good numbers. The scoring didn't come up. The Iowa Wild, of course. The Iowa Wild. Here we go. Okay. All right, so Game 3 in Sunrise, Florida. It's a 1-1 series. Lindmark +8. There you go, Lindmark. It is going to be a best of 5 here, starting off on the road. A tight 3-2 win, but then a large 5-1 loss. So let's kind of, let's bring it back down to normal. Let's be a bit more clinical in our chances on Bobrovsky. Let's try and tighten it defensively. If it has to be tight wins, it's got to be tight wins. But I want to see us coming out on top for those games. First period, we're up 1-0 after 20. Exactly what I'm looking for. Alex Romanov, his first goal of the postseason. Thank you very much. Shots 11-10 after 20. We're up 1-0. The Jordan team got us, if you know what I mean. I'm not sure exactly. Second period, and it's 2-1 Panthers. Lundell on the power play, then Rodriguez. Lundell and Rodriguez, just that 1-2 punch. Shots tied at 19 after 40. And now, after being up 1-0, we're down 2-1. Headed into the third period. We just need one to get back into this. Come on now. Where's that first line? John Klingberg, of course. John Klingberg. Oh, Iowa. I see what you're saying, RJ. And then Kachuk. All right, open up the floodgates. Power play. We need something here. 5-on-3. Nope, that's it. So we lose game number 2, and then game number 3, excuse me, and then game number 2. Up 1-0 in the series, now down 2-1 in the series, just like in this game. Up 1-0, we lose 4-1. Despite shots ending 30-28, Bobrovsky puts on another show, getting first star honors once again. We haven't seen, well, we've seen how many? 3, 4, we scored 5 goals in 3 games. It's not enough. I gotta make some sort of change here. You read my mind here, Gen Z. Gotta change some lines. The first line's not coming through for us here. Let's make some alterations here. On the first line, we see Moore's doing well. Lindholm, I don't know. Toffoli. Maybe Lindholm comes down for McIntyre. We try to get McIntyre going, the rookie. Is it too much pressure for the rookie, or is it good with the 5-star shooting? He was our top goal scorer this season. Is it worth the experiment? Is it worth the experiment? But then we have 2 Americans. No, we can't do it. Unless Moore would have to move off the line. Maybe Tarasenko comes up with him. Tarasenko, McIntyre, Toffoli, Moore, Lindholm, Kakko. Maybe we try something like that. Skamoskevich has done nothing. He's a -6. Okay, Lysel's coming up. Lysel's coming up. Skamoskevich has to change. Cunnin has to leave the lineup, though, because he's American. So Lysel's going to come to the third line. Professor could surprise. Cunnin would come out for who? Suzuki? No, Beck is a Canadian. And Skamoskevich, so Nico Sturm would come in probably. Yeah, let's take out Verana. 4 goals. No problem. -4. I agree. That's not ideal. But a hat-trick and a game-winning goal. You take him out? Who knows what our postseason looks like so far? Who knows what our postseason looks like so far? Come on. So Skamoskevich, Beck, and I suppose Nico Sturm will come in for Cunnin so that we can appease the nationality rule that we have to keep. Yeah, so what? So what? Cry harder, buddy. Let him out. It's okay. It's a safe space. Let it out. Nico Sturm going to center on the 4th line. Defense, let's see, +1, +2, -5, -6. Okay, we got to do something here. So Knizhov, what a story. I was hyping him up. My goodness, can't speak. But we got to do something now. So Knizhov probably comes out for maybe Ramirez? Ramirez keeps a +1. We could try Ramirez. Then Romanov plays with Mahura. Knizhov comes off. -6 is too much for me to overlook. Let's get Mahura in here. Come on. There's Mahura's going to play with Romanov on the 3rd pair. Yeah, we'll try that. Lindell, Ramirez, Mahura, Romanov. And Night Buddy, how you doing? 904 save percentage. Come on now. Nico Sturm. I don't know. We have a pretty strong penalty kill already. 3-star. I only has 3-star defense. No. Okay. So let's get back into it. We made some alterations here for game number 4. Most series are at 2-1 here. We're down 2-1 after 3 games. We're in Sunrise, Florida, to try and tie this series up at 2 to bring it back to San Francisco and make it a best of 3. This is a big game. We need a big dub here. We can't afford to go down 3 games to 1. Let's get it with these alterations, and hopefully it lights a fire under them. I hear you, Joe. We'll look at Ananin if we need to. First period, 0-0 after 20. Shots end 12-9 in our favor. Canadians up 1-0 after 20. Good. Thank you, Nathan. Needs to be studied. I hear you, Juice. Second period, power play killed off. Power plays for both sides. Joe Valeno, former Starfleet officer, scoring the first goal of this one. Let's let it ride a little bit. Power play Florida, 2-0. Matthew Tkachuk as it expires. Oh my goodness. Spencer Knight, come on! 3-0 Panthers. Come on, Spencer. Shots are 23-19. Girard's getting assists. Shots are 23-19 for Florida. And we're down 3-0 after 40. Gentlemen, we need a big third period here. Second best team in the NHL. A great high-scoring offense. And a goalie who can give us the chance on the average night. This has not been one of those nights. Answer the call. Repay the favor, and fight in this third period to give us a chance here. All right, let's do it. Third period, down by 3. We need a quick goal from the top line. I'm looking at Avery McIntyre, the rookie, to do a little something. I'm looking at the second line, the former first liners. We woke up like Trevor Moore, thank you. Power play right after that. That's killed off, though. We're down by 2 with 8 minutes to go. We're not done yet. Final 5 minutes. 1 goal, but it's too little, too late here. Too little, too late. 1 goal, and that's all we could show. Last 3 games have not been good for Spencer Knight. 900 save percentage in this one. We only score 1 on 28, though. Bobrovsky has been incredible. Bobrovsky has been lights out. Sometimes you just run into a hot goalie. Sometimes that's just the fact. You run into a hot goalie, and that's just it. Columbus Bobrovsky. Jordan's back. No, we're not going to blame Knight. I'm not going to blame Knight, but I can't say that he's been good. In that loss, if we only in a game in which we score 1 goal, it's not his fault. But at the same time, he hasn't been impressive. 903 save percentage, 2.9 goals against. McIntyre. We need Toffoli and Moore to be together, probably, for the playmaking. So let's bring McIntyre back down. But who could play center if not McIntyre? Is it only Lindholm? I don't know if I want to put Pajot up there. It's probably a bit too crazy. Pajot's a couple power play goals so far. I think I'd probably restore the first line, but then let's make changes everywhere else. So Tarasenko can stay here. Let's try maybe Pajot on the second line. Kako, what's up with Kako? 5 points. Maybe Varana comes up to the second line. -7. As much as I'm having fun with the slim joking here, I do agree that -7 is ridiculous. Maybe Lysell comes up then. Tarasenko, Pajot, Lysell. Switch sides here, get the +2, there you go. Vrana can play with McIntyre and Kako. I suppose the fourth line can stay the same. Yeah, fourth line can stay the same. Yeah, so we're going to pull him out. We're going to scratch him for Luke Cunnin, right? Give me a break. And on defense, Girard 4 assists with a -1. Pesci 0. Lindell -5. Ramirez 1 assist and an even +-. Mahura 1 game even +-. And 1 goal for Romanov. Lysell's a playmaker, I believe. Yes, playmaker. Big question now is, do we continue with Spencer Knight for game... what is this, game 6? No, we're down 3 games to 1. So yeah, for game 5, excuse me. Is this for game... Are we rolling with Spencer Knight for game 5? Or are we moving over to Justus Annunen, who had the great postseason numbers last year, but the bad regular season numbers this year? 7-7-5, 899 save percentage, 3.26 goals against. But last year in the playoffs, 924 save percentage, 2.58 goals against, 3-5-0 with 1 shutout. Are we going to Annunen or do we continue with Spencer Knight? That's the question here. MJ's not playing. Our defense has been okay, I have to admit. The bad plus-minus from Lindell, but he has a different partner now. He has 4.5-star defense, 90 shot blocking, 91 stick checking. I'm not putting in a 72 overall for an 85. Okay. The big question is the goaltending. Oh my, the defense has been awful. I said there's no one. Take out Lindell's -5, and we changed the that pairing. Is anyone worse? No one's worse than a -1. Are you hearing yourself, Slim? No one's worse than a -1. And you're going to go all caps and say the defense has been awful. Miles says go Annunen. Okay, Slim. Give it a rest. We're not changing defense. Let me see your votes in there. We're about 21 people in here. RJ says Annunen. Mila says Annunen. Let me know. Knight or Annunen? What do we think? We know how the overall backups work in EA. That's true. Joe says Annunen. Knight hasn't been horrible. 3 goals against on the average night is not bad. Landon says Spencer. Slim says Annunen. Gen Z says Knight. Annunen does have the votes right now. We can't afford another loss here. It's really the offense. It's the offense. Even if we put in Annunen and he puts on a masterclass allowing 1 or 2 goals, that still might not be enough to win. At the same time, you know what? I'm going to go a bit with the storyline. Spencer Knight getting rattled with by his old team. Teodoro, I hear you. He says roll with Knight as well. It's another vote for Knight. But I'm thinking the storyline. He's being rattled by his old team. He's letting in a few too many early ones. We haven't been able to get back into the game, although he's been good longer term. Annunen's stats, we took a little peek at them before. Here's how he looks. Annunen this season was not very good in the regular season, but last year in the postseason, 3-5-0, 924 save percentage, 2.58 goals against. That low overall EA postseason voodoo. So I'm going to say let's do it. Let's do it. Unless we lose like 6-5, I'm not going to regret this decision. If we lose 5-1, I still wouldn't regret it. I'm only going to regret putting in Annunen if it's a high-scoring game that we lose by just a little bit. So let's give him a game. It doesn't mean we're keeping him. If we win 6-5, that doesn't mean that we're going to put him in again. We could go back tonight for Game 6 if we make it there. But let's try and get it here in Game 5 in San Francisco at Enterprise Arena on the holodeck after being up, what? It was a 1-1... Did we lose Game 1? And we won Game 1, didn't we? I'm going back in the archives. Yeah, we won Game 1. So after winning Game 1... we scored 3 goals in Game 1, and then are held to 1 goal in every game after that. 5 goals against, 4 goals against, 3 goals against. Knight slowly getting better, but I don't know. Let's try, like I said, for all the reasons I just said before, we're going to try Annunen. For Game 5 of round number 2, it all comes down to this. Let's do it. At Toffoli, no points in the series either, I don't believe. So hopefully that line mix-up will do something as well. Let's hit it. First period, 1-0 Panthers. John Klingberg, of course. A power play goal from John Klingberg. Oh my goodness, just laughing at us. Down 1-0 after 20. I'm going to let it roll. Controller going down. Power play, here we go. Tarasenko scores after the power play expires. We have life. We have life, and it's a 1-1 game. Here we go. Come on now. Tarasenko, put that momentum back in our favor. Power play again for San Francisco. We were so good on the power play against the Penguins. We can't get anything going here against the Panthers. But then Owen Beck, let's go! Owen Beck makes it 2-1 as the fourth line wing as Nico Sturm came onto that fourth line. Shots 18-15 after 40, and we have the tightest, the slimmest of 1-goal leads here in the third period. Here we go, third period with a 1-goal lead. Shots are pretty even. Power play San Francisco killed off by the Panthers. And then, of course, Evan Rodriguez Power play Panthers killed off. Power play Starfleet now! And that's killed off again. Even strength, tie game, 5 minutes to go. Into the final 3 minutes. We're leading in the shots. It's Owen Beck getting his second! Will it be enough? And it will be! The Owen Beck Masterclass gives us the victory. Shots end 32-25, and we just squeeze out the 1-goal victory. Owen Beck on the 4th line scores 2 goals. Of course, he scores 2 goals, but Nico Sturm is him, right? Sam Girard gets the assist as well. Nico Sturm, 0 points for Nico Sturm, but he's him. There you go, Slim. Slim is like the kid in the back of the car continuing to ask and cry and scream with McDonald's when mom said no already. That's good. Beck is him, baby. Let's go. Owen Beck. 2 huge goals. Oh, my. First star, absolutely. Annanen, second star with 23 saves. Who knows what would have happened with Spencer Knight? And 1 goal from Tarasenko. All right. 3-2 victory in game number 5. We now got to win. That's 1 down, 2 to go. Heading into game 6 now in Florida. So the big question now, do we roll with Annanen or do we go back to Spencer Knight? I think Annanen deserves another game here. 920 save percentage. He looked good. But the thing is, whoever's in net, we need them to allow 1 or 2 goals. The offense needs to score 3, 4 plus, and that's not easy to do. Edit the power play. Let's see. Power play. Toffoli's been sleeping out here. Maybe Verana comes. Verana had a hat trick at the point. That's crazy. The backup might be better. I hear you, Teodoro. I hear you. Trevor Moore, 7 points. The first unit might be, I know they haven't scored much, but it's a good unit. It's hard for me to say that I want to change anything on this first unit with the +5 and everything. Unless Verana comes out and swaps with like Lysell or something, or Kako. I don't know, second unit, how do we look here? Pajot, Tarasenko, McIntyre. McIntyre's been sleeping a little. Maybe putting him on the first unit would help, or would that hurt? I like him as the finisher, though. Kako, 5 points. Lysell, 7 points. Fabian Lysell's been hot. Maybe let's try swapping Fabian Lysell and Jakub Vrana, then. Let's try doing that. He's been hot. Vrana's going to come in here, and there you go. Little swap on the power play. Not much, because it was good. It's been lacking, but it's been good in general. Plus, we already have the best players in the best spots. I'm going to give it another game here. If we go like 0 for 3, 0 for 4 on the power play, I'm going to make more major changes. But here we go for game number 6 in Florida. Maybe roll a 4 forwards power play. That's what we have. It is a 4 forwards power play. It's just Girard as the 5th there. Annanen was the star of that game. Him and Beck carried. Yeah, so we can't have the 4th line and the backup goalie carry every night. We got to see something from our top 6, our top 9, and if we can get a win and still don't see anything, we're going to have to make some more changes. Phone's ringing now. It's Gary calling and saying, get ready for the ceremony. Let's do it. So here in Florida for game number 6 of round number 2, it's going to be a tough road matchup. We haven't had good success against the Panthers so far, but we're going to try and break through Sergei Bobrovsky for one last time. Well, actually, on the road, that is. Then we got to do it again at home. First period, and it's going to be a 1-1 game. Slim, hang up the phone, Slim. And then Lysell, there you go. He gets the boosted power play time, and that will give him the morale boost to give him an even strength goal up in that 3rd line. Fabian Lysell has had a great postseason thus far. He starts it off 1-0, but then Luosterainen scores with 22 seconds left, and it's 1-1 after 20. That's a tough goal to allow with 22 seconds left. 1-1 after 20. Second period now, and it's 2-1 Starfleet. It's a power play goal from Trevor Moore. We make a little change there on the power play unit. Hopefully that did something. It woke them up a little bit, and Trevor Moore's power play goal puts us up by 1. Headed into the 3rd period, we have 2 on 20 past Bobrovsky. That's good. 20 saves on 21 shots from Lysell, from Lysell, because I saw Gen Z McKenzie's comment, from Annanen so far. A slim 1-goal lead headed into the 3rd period. Once again, tight games. We got to hang on, add to this lead, and push it to 7. Let's go top 6. I'm looking at you. Power play goal, Tyler Toffoli. His first point. His 2 from Toffoli, getting no points all series. He scores 2 power play goals within 30 seconds. Nosen scores soon after to make it a 2-goal game. But thank you, Tyler Toffoli, for waking up. 3 power play goals from our first unit. And then Brett Pesce, how about that? Making it 5-2. That's it, RJ. Toffoli, let's go. Toffoli twofers. We love those. Shots end 36-31 for the Panthers, but Annunen, another masterclass from the backup, 34 saves. Just, it's logic at this point. Just put the backup, as the title of the episode says, defying logic. Just put the backup in, and there you go. 2 goals and 1 assist from our MVP, Tyler Toffoli. 34 saves from Annunen, and we're off to Game 7, ladies and gentlemen, from down 3-1, just like in Round 1 last year against the Senators. Now in Round 2 this year against the Panthers. Down 3-1. We have forced a Game 7. Can we end it all now back in San Francisco? Let's do it. Every backup goalie, basically, RJ, that's about it. So I said Lysell up in the third line. He's been playing second line minutes. I forgot. Fabian Lysell, he has 9 points in 11 games. That's crazy. And Annunen, combined save percentage now of .934. What a guy. What a guy. So we're on home ice. The job's not done yet. The job is not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. We've won 2, but we got to win 1 more. 2 down, 1 to go. This is our lineup. I'm still not super impressed about the even strength offense from this first line. Like, Lindholm, I got to see more goals scoring from you. You had almost 40 goals. Come on. But the power play's been coming through. I need to see Avery, man. I need to see Avery McIntyre. Come on now. And Owen Beck, he's coming through for us. Okay. Defense, and then 36 saves IRL yesterday. Really? How about that? But on 40 shots, still. What a story. -2. So the plus-minus has been much better for Lindell since he played with Ramirez. And Mahura's a 0 with Romanov. Okay. All right. Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Game 7 of round 2. Hoping to go to round 3. Leave a like if you haven't already for good luck. Cross those fingers. Cross those toes. I agree, Mila. I'd almost move back up. I was actually thinking about that. I'm just not sure who would move down. Verana or Kakko. I don't know. It wouldn't help the chemistry for either of them. Verana's plus-minus got a little bit better. I don't know. Do we move back up? He's been doing well in the fourth line. Moving up Lysell seemed to work. Moving up Lysell was helpful. Do we move up back to the third line? Kakko has 5 points. I don't know if I want to put... move him up? All right, I hear you. I hear you. Let's do it. But Manny says leave it? Tough call. Beck's a two-way forward. Kakko plays defense. I'm not sure if that... Although it would be great for Beck, it might hurt our fourth line. Our fourth line already has Samoskevich at a -6. I don't know if I want to... It's more in the name of helping out the fourth line. In the name of helping out the fourth line. Beck at center? No, it wouldn't work there. Hey, there you go. There comes the spam. Let's go ahead and put user in timeout. There you go. Thanks for all the random letters. So he has 76 face-offs versus Sturm's 77. So that's why I have Owen Beck on the wing. Let me just... Hi, user on this channel. There you go. Permanently banned. Congrats. That's why he's saying at left wing. In the name of the fourth line defense, if we put Verana on the fourth line, having Verana and Samoskevich together scares me. This is the line. They played third line minutes together and they had a terrible plus-minus. That scares me. That's the problem. Oh, on the third line? Well, McIntyre has 80 face-offs, 81 face-offs. So that's why Beck is going to stay on the wing here as well, even if we were to put him there. Do we do it? Scratch Samoskevich or Verana? Maybe we scratch Samoskevich. But he has special teams time as well. It would make a bit of a... It would make mess up the lines a little bit. Good question, Joe. I'm going to say let's roll with the lines like this. Let's say what the heck, and Owen Beck on the third line. Let's do it. Owen Beck's moving up. Lysell moved up. It worked for him. Game 7, round 2, from down 3-1 to tying it up for Game 7. Leave a like if you haven't already for good luck. And let's push our way through to our first Western Conference final in franchise history. First period at home. Let's do it! And with 0-0 after 20 shots, tied at 7. Controller down. Here we go. Jean-Gabriel Pajot. Merci beaucoup, mon ami. 1-0 Starfleet into the second period. And then Ramirez, his first career postseason goal. Power play Starfleet. Extended power play for San Francisco. killed off by the Panthers. Huge penalty killing right there. Pajot and Ramirez put us up 2-0 with 5 minutes to go, but Lundell is going to score a goal. Lundell's been doing so well in that second line for Florida. It's a 2-1 game. We've seen the score line before. Shots are 21-12 in our favor through 20 minutes, and we are up 2-1. Thanks to Ramirez's go-ahead goal, his first career playoff goal. I'm not sure. Maybe we have to check the Panthers' penalty kill percentage. Pajot, the power play behind the palm tree. There you go. All right, let's do it. Third period action. It all comes down to this with a 1-goal lead in Game 7. The stage is yours, gentlemen. Let's do it. Let's make franchise history. Power play Panthers early in the third period. We kill that off. Well done. Very good. Approaching the halfway point. The Panthers are coming back strong in the shots. But a power play goal from Toffoli! 3-1, 2-goal lead from Starfleet. Power play for the Panthers is killed off. Final 2 minutes. Will it be enough? Oh, Lusterine late with a minute to go. Come on! You're kidding me! Come on! Lusterinen and Veleno! We're up 3-1! Shots were 21-12! Was it 21-12 after 40 minutes? We get outshot, what? 18-9 in the third period? Annunen scores with a minute 13 left. They presumably pull the goalie, and then the former Starfleet officer, Joe Veleno, scores to tie it up at 3. I should have hopped in after the first goal. Happened so quick, though. Shots end tied at 30, and we're off to overtime. -3. Oh my goodness. Come on. We allow 2 goals in the final 73 seconds. We allow 2 goals in the final 73 seconds. And we're off to Game 7 overtime. Oh my goodness. This is ridiculous. Here we go in San Francisco. Next player to score puts his team through to the, not the Western Conference Final, just the conference, or whatever, the next round, the postseason. With the way that this league structure worked, it's not really the Western or whatever. Brady Tkachuk, here he comes. Tkachuk gets lost in Girard's skates, very good. Now here comes Trevor Moore. Through his legs, a little dipsy doodle, windmill, picked up by Lindholm. Can't get it through. Montour, come on, push. Out of the way, come on, Trevor Moore. On net, big boy. Come on, fighting down in the corner. Montour comes away with it. All that for nothing. I should change the line strategies to be all shoot next time we get the puck here. Nice little push off by LeBlanc. Now, hold on. I'm going to change lines, actually. Girard. I don't want to do it yet in a bad spot. Hold on. Big pick off by Girard. Well done. Let's get the second line out. A dangerous pass over to Toffoli. And that gets stopped up. And, of course, they come back the other way. LeBlanc, big hit by Girard. Here we go. Lysel's out there. Good. Across to Pajot. Let's get it out. Thank you. Here comes Girard. Let's change the defense. Girard on net, big boy. Of course, he's not going to do it. And then he skates like a drone back to the bench. Here comes Rodriguez. He stood up. Very good. Now over to Lindell. Okay, so now that I have a full line change, I'm going to go ahead and just change the line strategies. Make sure everyone is on full shoot bias. Since the AI hates to shoot, let's be a full shoot bias. Get those pucks on the net. There you go. Put that puck on the net. Okay, second line's out. A successful line change. I know how rare that can be, eh? Okay, here we go. Ramirez. Pajot broken up. Ramirez fighting with Lindell. Woo, lets him skate in. Whoa, big blocker save from Annunen. Back in front. O'Connor. Woo, short angle save. Back to the point. Montour. Forsling hit off the puck. There we go. Skate. Get it out. That's in. Lindell. Look for the option. Let's go Lindell. Over to Lysel. Lysel in the corner. He gets it down to Lindell, who's pinching deep. What are you doing? Okay, here's McIntyre. Avery, can he get that game winner? Avery behind the net. Still has it. Trucking through in front. Oh, big save on the doorstep. Great chance in front by Lysel. Now here comes Montour back the other way. He's going to dump that in, and we'll go change the defense. Here we go. All right, Ramirez up to Kakko. Can't get it out. Kakko, what are you doing? Veleno. Bemstrom. Veleno! Glove save, Annunen, thank goodness! Jamie Benn in the corner, fighting with it. 2v2 fight there. Ekblad squeezes by. To Kakko, not to Kakko, to Veleno. That stopped. McIntyre gets pushed off the puck. Fight, Avery, fight! Ben makes the save. And Annanen, thank goodness, will hang on. Let's get them out of there. Oh my goodness. Sheesh. 17:46 to go in overtime. Defensive zone draw for Lindholm. Veleno really wants blood. Good point there, RJ? Defensive zone face-off win, face-off loss, excuse me, but we get possession back. Girard over to Pesci. Now here comes Trevor Moore exiting the territory into the Florida territory now. Trevor Moore looking for options in deep. Kind of puts it on net. Okay, Veleno picks it up. Now here's Jamie Benn. One-on-one against Girard. Doesn't even get him there because Lindholm steps in and picks the puck off. Lindholm in the corner. Come on, let's get the puck on net, guys. Ben up to Veleno. He's still out here, and he's going to dump it for the change. Let's get the fourth line out now. Let's go. Fourth line. Girard, breakout pass to Nico Sturm. Across to Vrana, who goes offside. Of course he does, right? Fourth line out. These are high overall players on the fourth line. This should be a good energy, high energy, offensive pressure type of line here. Vrana, Sturm, and Samoskevich. Panthers win that face-off. Joseph over to Kachuk. Broken up by Nico Sturm, the German. Here comes Vrana. Vrana finds a little bit of space. Mahura down low to Nico Sturm. Nico to the point. It's Vrana again. Vrana! That shot is blocked. Come on, we want to get showered in those tears. Vrana! Ooh, a little surprise shot. That's just turned away by Bobrovsky. Sturm. Romanov! Ooh! Was that just a piece from Bobrovsky? I don't have the volume on. I don't know if I hit the post, but let me just see this one. Look, in the slot. Romanov, great pass. Great look. And, oh, just a piece from the sprawling Bobrovsky. Oh, wow. Hats off to you, buddy. Kudos. Fourth line playing gritty hockey. Absolutely. We're going to get the second line out now, though. Pajot on the dot. Let's get that face-off win. Let's get that face-off win. Pajot's out. That's why we put him out for the offensive zone draw here. Jean-Gabriel. Ah, wait, mise au jeu. There we go, but it goes right to Joseph. Great. P.O. Joseph is going to get it out to Labanc. Now here comes Kevin Labanc. Across to Barkov. He's got some space. Nice move, but he can't get through. Tarasenko, exit. Thank you. Here's Fabian Lysell, the rookie. Great postseason so far for Fabian. He finds Pajot. Back to Lysell! Stopped in front by Bobrovsky. Tarasenko board pinned in the corner. He kicks it over to Lysell. At the point, it's Romanov. Now here's Mahura with a lane! Big blocker save from Bobrovsky. Good look there from Mahura. Kachuk. He's in the neutral zone over to P.O. Joseph. Joseph can't get through. He regains possession. Pad save from Annanen. Thank you very much. Mahura. No, don't do it! I thought that was going to be a fight. No, in front. Woohoo! Big pad save on the doorstep. Get it out. Come on. There we go. Let's go for the change now. Here comes Pesci. He's skating up with it. Brett Pesci. He's killing some time in the corner. He's skating by. In front to Lindholm. Saved by Bobrovsky. O'Connor over to Ekblad. He's low on energy. Over to Lundell. Anton Lundell. Good poke check by Mahura. I think that was Mahura. Lindholm over to Moore now. Let's get the first pair out. Trevor Moore. Stopped by Bobrovsky. Turned aside into the corner. Here's Lindholm. Look in front. Look for the man in front, Elias. To the point. Girard tries a redirection from way too far out. That's blocked by O'Connor. O'Connor going to come into Starfleet territory. Broken up. Huge breakup there from Pesci. My goodness. Now here's Trevor Moore back the other way. Lindholm has some space. He's tripped. Power play coming up. Let's take a timeout. Power play coming up. 2 for tripping. Who's going to the box? It's John Klingberg. Of course it is. He's talking to the fans in the box. John Klingberg, 2 for tripping. We're going to take a timeout now and have a good opportunity here. Of course, the AI loves to dive. Of course it does. Pull goalie, what am I doing? Call timeouts. Welcome aboard, Mark. Yes, it's Game 7 overtime, Mark. It's Game 7 overtime. All right, the first power play unit is out. Aston Reese and Ben are out for the Panthers. Kling gone to the box. Here we go, power play opportunity. Face-off win. At the point, Girard can't get through. Oh, redirection off the post again. Hold on a second. What was that? Was that like a backhand slap shot or a redirection? Give me a second here. Oh, that's a classic, RJ. That's a classic. Let me see this. Hold on. Girard fans on the shot. And then, okay, so it was a fanned-on shot, but the AI, the computer made it be like the speed picked up when it was redirected. A fanned-on shot gets redirected and picks up speed and then hits off the post. Oh my goodness, that was odd. All right, and the Panthers will clear that out. All right, all the way down and we'll reset. Samuel Girard across to Trevor Moore. Loses the puck. Fabulous. Nikola over to Aston Reese. Big hit. Oh my goodness. And Lindholm gets the puck back. Let's move up now. Here we go. Fabian Lysell. Lysell windmill over nobody. What are you doing, buddy? Here's Jamie Benn, and he dumps it down. 30 seconds of the power play, gone for nothing. We took that time out for a reason. Come on now. Girard to Foley. Look for the open man. There's Lindholm on a breakaway. Elias Lindholm, the captain, scores! Elias Lindholm and the Starfleet officers have hit Warp 9 and are off to the conference final. The captain, Elias Lindholm, wins it in overtime. The 3-1 comeback has been completed, and we win it 4-3 the final. Klingberg's penalty ends up being the difference for us, and we come away with a Game 7 overtime victory at home. What a series, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Power play, breakaway, game winner by the captain. Bobrovsky did what he could. What a comeback. What a comeback. Shots end 38-37, and we win Game 7, 4-3 in overtime. Wow, let me get a sip of water over here. Good point, HNZ. Good point. Oh my goodness. It wasn't a comeback. We almost choked. Therefore, it wasn't a comeback. We won 3 consecutive games, but we almost didn't. Therefore, we did not come back. Cry me an ocean. We're on cloud 9 and we're flying. Wow. What a victory. So let's go ahead and check out the points through these 2 rounds. We're off to the conference final for the first time in franchise history. 18 points in 12 games from Tyler Toffoli. Lindholm with 12 points in 12 games, point per game. Lysell, 9 points in 12 games. That's crazy. The 78 overall rookie is 3rd in team scoring. Wow. Trevor Moore and Tarasenko both with 8 points. Same for Sam Girard. Pajot 7, Verana 6, Beck 5, Kako 5, Pesci 4. The plus minuses have not been great. The fact that we almost lost says a lot. Even though which one is it, Slim? Is Bobrovsky on his head? Or was it that we choked? Or was that we're not clutch? Which one is it? McIntyre has been sleeping here with only 3 points. Ramirez 3 points plus 4. Cunnin with a couple. Lindell a couple points. Same for Samoskevich, -7. Romanov 1 goal. Sturm and Mahura with nothing through 4 games, both -1. There you go. The planet salt solely there because of Slim. Thank you. And then goaltending, of course, Annunen 3-0. Since we turned to Annunen, 3 consecutive wins to get us through round 2. .928 save percentage and 2.27 goals against. It was the right call. It was the right call. Let's check out Florida. Poor Bobrovsky. Let's see the numbers in the end for Bobrovsky. Look at Lundell, 14 points from him. Bobrovsky is eliminated with a .922 save percentage and 2.54 goals against. That's tough. His first overtime loss coming in Game 7, Round 2. Wow. Whoo! What a series, ladies and gentlemen. What a roller coaster. Let's keep on rolling. Let's keep on rolling. So it's already time to go to round number 3. And in the conference final, we will be facing the Colorado Avalanche. So I say conference final. I should say semifinal. That's what it actually is. Blues and Islanders in the other semifinal. So let's check it out now. So the first place St. Louis Blues are facing the 5th place New York Islanders, and the 11th place Avalanche continue their Cinderella run. They defeated the 6th place Flyers in 7, then the 3rd place Ducks in 5. Now they're facing us, 2nd versus 11. This will not be an easy series because they seem to be simulating well. You gotta give it to them. The Avalanche seem to be a scary team right now. Colorado, let's check out for the semifinal here, round 3 for the first time in franchise history. Let's check out the Colorado Avalanche lineup. The Avalanche have Landeskog, McKinnon, and Rantanen. What a first line. 7 points, 11 points, and 13 points, respectively, on that first line right there. Wow. Second line, Nichushkin, Colton, and Kovalenko. Real-world prospect who I created for the series. Nikolai Kovalenko, he's doing, 9 points in 12 games for them. Olason, Jurgensen, and Lehkonen on the 3rd line. Wood, Thomas, and Foudy on the 4th. No, Landeskog, he's been skating. I bet he's back in the NHL sometime next season. I bet he will be. I don't think he's one of those guys like Carey Price who you make a 70 overall. Defense, Bowen Byram, wow, at a 91 overall, with Cale Makar, who has 17 points in 12 games. Oh my goodness, what a first pair. And then you have Devon Tays on the second pair even, with Dante Fabro. And the third pair, Timmins and 41-year-old Ryan Suter. Whew. And then on between the pipes, they have Francouz at an 82 overall, 921 save percentage. Of course, because he's an 82, he has a 921 save percentage and a 2.36 goals against. Of course. Because he's a lower overall, sir. Because he's a lower overall. And Prosvetov as the backup. Scratches, Holmberg is injured, Donato, and former Starfleet officer Philip Kurashev on as the healthy scratches here. Okay. Whew, so I don't think we touch anything heading into game number 1 of the semifinal. We'll keep the lines looking like this. Annunen is still our starter. 928 save percentage. Let those tears out, baby. Scream those tears. Squeeze them all out of those tear ducts. You can do it. I believe in you. And that's all there is to say, ladies and gentlemen. This is a team that faced adversity. We fought back. We have life. And for the first time in franchise history, we find ourselves in the semifinal in round number 3. It's facts, though. You give the craziest take, it's facts, though. It's 2026 and Byram's a 91 overall. Should I go back to his Pee-wee stats as well? And his Timbit stats as well? When he was a -2? When he was at the tournament in Mississauga when he was 7? Come on now. They should have pre-existing injuries. I think they kind of bring that into consideration with the durability stat. But I see what you're saying with like more specific injuries. Yeah. Okay, so at Enterprise Arena, playing the 45-win Colorado Avalanche, they finished 11th despite their solid record. They went on quite a run so far. They find themselves in the semifinal. And here we are facing them at home. Game 3, round 1 for the first time in franchise history. Let's do it. In San Francisco. First period, and it's 0-0 after 20. We're being outshot 12-5, but we are all tied up after 20. Second period now, some scoring, and it's 1 goal for the Avalanche. Ross Colton on the second line getting the lone goal so far. Shots are 23-12 for the Avalanche, and we are down by 1. We're being outshot almost by double. Only 12 shots in 40 minutes. They have such a strong defensive core. We're going to have to try and find a way to at least get the shots on net. That's Gabriel Landeskog making it 2-0. See, they can only score 1 or 2, and that might be enough for them. That's the type of team that they are. Wow, look at the shots. Hold on, Tyler Toffoli gives us life. We're back within 1 with 5 minutes to go. We're not done yet. A lot of shots on net, but we have a little bit of life into the final minute, and that'll be it. And we get outshot 35-20 in the end. 35-20, but we win. I'm trying to read Slim's nonsense while actually giving a proper analysis. Annunen, despite the loss, gets a 942 save percentage, first star honors. Francouz at 950, ends at as a 3rd star. That's not a question. It's not a question at all. He's skating. He's not retired. He's not saying that his career's over. Until there's more news, he won't be removed. The captain of one of the best teams in the league, one of the best players in the league, a top 50 player in the league, top 30 player in the league, will not be removed from the game. So write a letter to EA, lick a nice big stamp and slap it on an envelope, and write a letter to EA and stop crying about it. How about that? Okay. So, game number 2 now. Tight loss, a tough, tight game by a 2-1 loss. It's unfortunate that we only kind of turned it on at the end. Of course, Toffoli's the one who turns it on, but we got to find a way to generate more shots than that. That's the problem. That's the problem. We got to generate a lot more shots than we have been. So our shooter is Tyler Toffoli here. Who's another shooter? Probably Tarasenko, but he only has 3 goals as well. Anybody else have like 4 goals at least? No one even has. If you got Vrana. I almost put Vrana on the top line. Just have another shooter out here. If we had a playmaking... I know Lindholm's technically a playmaker, but no. What am I thinking? What am I saying? Maybe we do a shoot first guy in Vrana on the top line. Would that be crazy? Then the second line is something like... Lysel's been too good to take off. Tarasenko had great success on the 3rd line. Maybe he goes back to the 3rd line? Something like this? Vrana, Lindholm, Toffoli, Lysel, Pajot, Moore, but not enough shooters here. 3 goals, 3 goals, 3 goals. We need the shooters here. So Tarasenko, the shooter on this line is McIntyre. Maybe Tarasenko has to come up here, but then Lysell, is he Finnish? No, he's Swedish. So he can't even play top line because of Lindholm. So Lysell's been amazing. Maybe we put him back on the third line to maybe do some playmaking for McIntyre? Maybe that would be something for us. Let's try thinking about this then. Let's go Verana, Lindholm, Toffoli, Tarasenko, Pajot, Moore, Lysell, McIntyre, Kakko. Let's do that. Annunen still with a 932 save percentage. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay. Let's do it. All right, still at home after a tight 2-1 loss in Game 1 of the semifinal. We are going to have an opportunity to get back in the series, make it a best-of-5, headed back to Colorado, or headed over to Colorado for Game number 3. Let's tie it up, make it a best-of-5. Yes, of course, we agree on that, Slim. We agree on that. And we don't want to go down 2-0 and make it a down 3-1 and all kind of underdog stories, battling back, grinding out the wins. No, we're a good team. Let's go out there and show the capabilities that we've shown already. First period at home. I'm frightened. I am frightened. What in the world are we doing? Do we have any passion? Let me just stop everyone. Do we have any passion inside of us? Do we have any passion? Shots 20-8 after 20 minutes. A shot per minute. And a goal every 4 minutes as we're down 5-1 after 20. Byram, McKinnon, and Colton. McIntyre stops the bleeding with a power play goal. Then a power play goal from McKinnon soon after, and Kovalenko on Knight. So an Annunen allows 3, and Knight allows 2. Wow. I'm at a loss for words. I know the Avalanche are a good team, but so are we. Down 5-1. Sam Girard against his old team. Getting embarrassed. I'm not calling this game over just yet. I've seen us score 4 goals in 2 periods before. But if you not only want to have a future on this team, but if you just want to have a little bit of self-respect and the ability to just look at your children in the eye and say, Daddy left it all out on the ice tonight. You're going to show me something in the second period. You're going to show me something in the second period. Let's get out there. I'm going to even let it go slow sim. Here we go. Second period. Power play early in the second. Nothing from it. Already off to a bad start. Power play Avalanche. At least we kill that off. Well done. Still being outshot by double halfway through this game. No scoring through the second period so far. Not a good sign. And there you have it. Down 5-1 after 40. No scoring in the second period. I suppose that's a plus. But we need 4 in this third period. And I'm not liking the pace that we've been on so far. Trajectory not looking good. And there you go. So we have 5-1 first period, then crickets for the last 40 minutes of the game, right? Power play goes nowhere. And there you go. We drop both games at home, headed back to Colorado. As we get outshot 37-29 and lose 5-1. They got more shots in the first period than the second and third combined. Wow. All I gotta say is wow. Outscored 7-2 at home in the first 2 games of this series, and we're down 2-0 headed over to Ball Arena. Good luck trying to tell your children about this one. Okay, we gotta do something. We gotta do -11. How are the plus minuses? -3, -2. I should look at the plus minuses just in this one. Verana was what, a -4 in that game? Verana, you're killing me, man. You're killing me. I'm trying to fight for you. Back to the 4th line. You go. Tarasenko top line with Toffoli. McIntyre can't come second line, though. You can't do that. Lysell back up. Okay, let's do this. Jeremy Roy scored. Get out. Good for him. McIntyre can't go here. What about Kakko? Kakko could move up. Beck, Pajot, Moore. You could do that. Veranda, Sturm, Samoskevich. But I said Jeremy, the old Sharks defenseman. Samoskevich, Sturm, Red Boy, don't tell me you're turning into Slim here. I've only ever muted Slim. Don't tell me I gotta start thinking about you in the comments, too. Gerard, -5. Pesci, -4. Lindell, -3. Ramirez, +1. Mahura, -2. Romanov, -1. Let's try Ramirez top pair. Let's go crazy. Ramirez top pair. That would be, right, Canadian-American. Finn-American. There we go. Beck. Oh, thank you, Philippe. Merci beaucoup, Philippe. Pajot and Beck, both Canadian. Can't do that. What if Sturm comes up? Nico Sturm? Technically, we could do that. Beck hasn't really done anything since we moved up in the lineup. Nico Sturm, why not? Let's give you third line minutes, buddy. Nico Sturm. Let's see Nico with Pajot and Moore. Let's try that. Why the heck not? Ramirez is going to play top pair. Lindell will play with Pesci. Mahura with Romanov. And Annunen will stay in there. Neither goalie was great last game, so Annunen will stay in. Knyzhov hasn't been good when he's played. I'd be tempted to put Cunnin back in. You know what? Yeah, Samoskevich is coming out, Cunnin's coming in. American for American. There we go. Okay, so there is the lineup for game number 3 in Colorado. Wow. Wow. Well, let's see if Cunnin can prove himself. Game 3 at Ball Arena. We lost both at home. Let's win both on the road after an embarrassing 5-1 loss at home. Let's try and come back. Let's see if it stewed in... Oh, power play right away. Let's see if it churned in anyone's stomach and anyone's spirit over the last couple of nights. Let's see if anyone comes and shows up at the ice at the rink here with a little bit of passion. Elbowing penalty 10 seconds in. Let's do it. First period, of course, 1-0 Avalanche. Nothing on the power play. We get scored on afterwards. 1-0 Avs, Lehkonen on Annunen. Shots 11-10 for the Avalanche after 20. Second period now, 2-1. There it is! McIntyre, who had 2 goals in, 14 games? Power play goal and even strength goal up on the second line. Avery McIntyre, welcome to the party, buddy. Game tying and go-ahead goal. Shots 28-18. They're the shots we've been looking for. 28-18 after 40, and we have a 2-1 lead headed into the third period that Landeskog immediately erases 20 seconds in. 2-2 game in the third. Shots still very much in our favor, and we're adding, but actually the Avalanche are catching up now. 32-26. 10 minutes to go in this third period. We're all tied up. Next goal could be the winner for either side here. 5 minutes to go. Will we see overtime in the final 2 minutes? Now it's Trevor Moore. Could it be the winner on the third line? Trevor Moore. Yes, it is. Trevor Moore. Thank you so much, Trevor Moore. 3-2 the final. Shots end 36-31. And we will win 3-2 the final to give us some life in this series. We're not done yet. Trevor Moore, we moved him to the third line to mix things up a little bit, and it worked out for him. McIntyre scores 2 goals. Annunen gets 29 saves for second star honors, and Lehkonen with a goal. Thousand Oaks native. There you go. The sounds intensify. Trevor, can we have some more? Very good. So down 2-1, but we have some life with a big 3-2 victory. The Islanders are on the cusp of sweeping the top team in the NHL, the St. Louis Blues. That would be crazy to head to the Stanley Cup final. But we're still dealing with our semifinal over here. So we're down 2-1. I'm not going to touch anything. We lose both games at home. We win our first game on the road. Let's now win this next one on the road. We came back into Colorado with a little bit of fight in our spirit. Let's keep that same feeling. Let's keep that same momentum. And hopefully, just hopefully, if we cross those fingers. Someone tagged me in the Discord server. Zykar, what you doing, Zyke? Hopefully, just hopefully, we can get that same type of offense, the shots on net, and we can give ourselves every chance to win. That's all we can ask for. Game 4, round 3, first period. Two fourth-liners score. Holmberg and Thomas, shots are 16-11 for the Avalanche, and we quickly find ourselves down 2-0 after 20. And there we go. Nico Sturm, there he is in the third line, and then Romanov ties it back up. Laugh harder, Slim! Laugh harder! Power play goal for Landeskog. We're down 3-2, but thank you, Romanov and Sturm. 2 goals within the first 49 seconds to start the period. There we go. Power play goal, power play opportunity now. That's killed off by the Avalanche. Now here's 5 minutes to go in the second period. From down 2-0 to now being down by 1, we did well to get back into this game and headed into the third period. We're not done yet. Shots are 26-25 in our favor. Crazy start to the second period as Sturm and Romanov scored 2 goals in 49 seconds. And now here we are, down by 1 in the third period on the road. If we can win it, we have a tie series headed back home. If we lose, we're down 3-1 and we have a tall task in front of us. We're not done yet. Third period, down by 1. Let's get another quick goal here, just like the second period. Nothing quick coming just yet. 5 minutes in, no scoring. And Kovalenko down 2-0, 2-2. Down 4-2. Power play. Hold on, shorthand goal from Pajot. Merci beaucoup, mon ami. Let's go. Merci beaucoup, mon ami Pajot. 5 minutes to go. We're down by 1. I think we're going to hop into this one. Yeah. With 2:15 to go, I say let's hop in. Let's do it. Down by 1 on the road. Let's do it. A goal to tie it up and try and win this game to tie the series at 2. The Avalanche on the brink of going up 3-1. The Colorado decor is unbelievable. Leave a like if you haven't already for some good luck here. Which line is out? That's not the first line, is it? Here comes Miles Wood. Wood streaking into Timmins. No problem. Just walk in and roof it. That's it. Gergensons. Yeah, no one fights. That's it. Let's get the first line out now. Okay, here we go. Defensive zone draw with 2:05 to go. Cale Makar leading the league in points and postseason points with 23. Defensive zone draw for Lindholm. On the dock here against McKinnon. He wins it. Landeskog regains possession. Rantanen, that shot hits off a stick and is going to go into the crowd. I hate winning faceoffs and the puck goes straight to the other team. What's the point of winning it then? Oh, thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. Shooting strategies. Edit lines. I'm going to pull the goalie ASAP as well, as soon as we can get into the other zone. The offensive zone, that is. Let's get the shooting up. I don't know why they allow you to do this in-game, but they won't allow you to do it outside. I understand the argument of you're not the coach, but it shouldn't be that I can sometimes do it and sometimes not do it. It should be uniform across everything. All right. Defensive zone draw. Once again, Lindholm v. McKinnon. Lindholm pushes, and Tarasenko comes away with it. Very good. Here's to Foley. He's going to get bumped, and Makar's going to regain possession. Makar back up to McKinnon. McKinnon to Landeskog. Can't get through. Toffoli's going to pick it back up, and now here's Tarasenko. Big Vladdy. Tarasenko into Colorado territory. We're going to pull that goalie. And it's going to be behind the net to Lindholm. Lindholm to the point. Ramirez! Big save. Can't get that rebound, though. Now here's Byram. Cross to Makar, and here comes the empty netter, because no one ever wants to stop the empty netter. And the McKinnon shot just goes wide, actually. Gerard over to Lindholm. We still have a chance here. Up to Tarasenko. Tarasenko. He's tripped. Power play! Huge, huge opportunity for us. It's a power play now. I'm not going to call a timeout because I want to get them a little more tired and then call the timeout. First unit's going. 2 minutes for tripping. Rantanen off to the box. Mikko Rantanen is off to the box as we have a power play. Avs choking coming. That's what we can hope for. It's a 6-on-4 chance here. 6-on-4 chance here. Offensive zone draw. And we have 1:26 to get this done. We're over to the power play with 4 shots tonight. Lindholm wins a faceoff. Lysell! Glove save! Highway robbery from Francouz off the Lysell point shot. Wow. Best two-way players out. Maybe. Maybe. Great save there. Let's do it again. Lindholm on the dot. Win me another big boy. Elias wins it back. Thank you. Gerard. Lysell. Verana! Glove save Francouz, and he'll hang on again. Whoa! Lysell! Verana going full speed into Francouz, wanting to start a fight. Woohoo! I'm going to leave them a little bit longer. I agree. I agree. Rantanen's amazing. I'd use 1-3-1. The AI is pretty good at cross-ice passes. That's true. I never really think about changing the power play strategy. Thank you, Juice. I'll take your suggestion. Normal. Formation? Oh, there it is. Okay, formation. And I'll even go, no, I'll keep the face-off normal, but power play formation 1-3-1. There we go. Okay. Thank you, Juice. We'll take that suggestion. Face off. Win again to Foley. Gerard through traffic. Can't get it on net. Byram. He's going to dump that down. It doesn't get out, though. Okay, Lindholm keeps it in. But then now Wood's going to get a chance, and he does indeed clear it out. We'll keep the first unit out. Let's tire them a little bit more. I want that first unit to get as many chances as possible. Here's Verana off the bench. Verana coming in with space. Lindholm in front, more scores! Trevor Moore! And we have tied it up. Look at the Sally from Trevor Moore. Power play goal! And Starfleet finds themselves back in it, his 5th of the postseason. Trevor Moore on the power play. Verana getting the power play assist right there. Little slot in front. Can we have some more? Trevor gives us some more. And we're all tied up. Oh my goodness. Thousand Oaks native gets it done again. Ties the game, and it's his 5th tie, assisted by Lindholm and Verana. Now let's try and hang on as much as possible, and I think getting to overtime would be the best case so we can get a little bit of rest here. But if we can win it before that, that would be great as well. McIntyre can't squeeze through. Here's Byram. Byram exiting Colorado territory into Starfleet territory, but Pesci breaks it up. Actually, Lindell kind of does as well. Now here is Lysell. Here is Fabian. Big Fabian. Kako. McIntyre in the... It slided through McIntyre! Is that a hat trick for McIntyre? Did he score the 2 last... It was last game, excuse me, the 2 goals. His 6th of the postseason, and the Professor may have just gotten the game winner on a really weird fluke. What a fluke. Okay, we'll take it. Avery McIntyre gets the credit to put us up 5-4 after tying the game on the power play. Avery McIntyre puts us up, and now we have the chance to win if we can just hang on tight. Lysell and Kako with the assists. Let's just fight to the end here. Pesci killed some time here. Bad giveaway, not what we want to see. Probably a little bit of goalie interference for sure. Kill that clock. 14 seconds to go. Penalty, power play. Empty net for the Avalanche. Not what I want to see. Neutral zone brouhaha. Kovalenko. 5 seconds in front of Makar. Big save. The doorstep cleared out. And Makar has it, but we run out of time. And Starfleet. Oh my goodness, I'm running out of words in my head. Starfleet hangs on for a crazy victory. Thank goodness we hopped in. It's not a relocation, it's actually an expansion franchise. Welcome to the stream. Wow. We tie the series up at 2 in Game 4. McKinnon missing the empty net. Actually, that was what cursed them. McKinnon missed the empty net. Trevor Moore ties it up on the power play. And then Avery McIntyre gets the game-winning goal, as Joe called earlier. Was it Joe? I believe it was, yeah. Shots end 41-38, and we win 5-4 to tie the series up at 2. You couldn't have named the episode any better. Crazy foreshadowing. Yeah, defying logic. We're defying logic. 3-2 win, 5-4 win, tight 1-goal games. Are the Islanders through? Not yet. They're up 3-1 in their series. Wow, I gotta hold on. I'm wearing a sweater here. I'm getting hot now. Sweater off. Give me a sip of water. Wow. Okay. 2 rounds later, perfect, Joe. We'll take it. Avery. From 4 goals to 6 goals. So that's great. From 2 goals, actually, to 6 goals. Safe to say, old school Avs would have never choked that game. Yeah, I saw Joshua Waugh's first career goal. At least I heard. Annunen in the end, still a 914 save percentage. We're going to keep rolling with him. Game 5, ladies and gentlemen. Here back in San Francisco at Enterprise Arena with a 2-2 series. Down 2-0. We lose both at home and win both on the road by 1 goal. Now we're back at home to go up 3-2 in this series. The Avalanche have been playing very well. We've had some really gritty wins. But let's try and get more of what we had in that final 2 minutes of Game 4 carried over to Game 5. First period, back at home, Game 5, Round 3. First period, 1-0 Avs after 20. Mikko Rantanen, who took that penalty that gave us the power play goal, he opens up the scoring and is a shot 12-11 in the Avalanche's favor after 20. Second period now, 2-2 game. Donato scores to make it 2-0, but then Avery McIntyre continues his scoring pace now as his tear that he's been on. His 7th of the postseason to make it 2-1, and then Tarasenko ties it up at 2. Thank you, Vladimir, as he scored 34 in the season, but has been only that's his 4th goal, I think, of the postseason so far. So shots are 23-21 in our favor, and we're tied at 2 after 40. Third period now, and it's anybody's game. Next goal might be the winner. Let's do it. And there's Owen Beck. We haven't heard from him in a little while. Owen Beck puts us up 3-2 in such a tight series. A goal like that might be enough, but still 8 minutes to go now. Probably energy. Depends on, if I go into the sim, probably energy. 2 minutes to go. Final minute. Is it enough? It is! It is indeed the game winner. Owen Beck down on the 4th line. Shots end 38-30. And Starfleet wins 3-2 in another tight 1-goal game. What a ride this has been, from down 2 games to none to now up 3 games to 2. 28 saves from Annunen, game-winning goal from Owen Beck. Avery McIntyre scores again, and we are up 3-2 in this series. Wow. Defying logic, absolutely. What a title for this episode. Defying logic. I have nothing to say. I'm ready to keep on rolling. The Islanders are off to the Stanley Cup final. The Islanders will face the Starfleet officers or the Colorado Avalanche in the Stanley Cup final here in 2026. Long Island, they made it. Here at Ball Arena, we won both games on the road. Now we want to win Game 6 in Colorado. Give me a breather here for a second. Wow. Annunen, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? 917 save percentage. Oh me, oh my. Cunnan, how are you doing? 11 games, 1 goal, 1 assist, even plus minus. Crazy time to jump in. Absolutely, Ryan. Crazy time. Welcome to the stream. Hello to you as well. Thank you for taking the time to join us. Motivational speech? Maybe for Game 7 if we had to. I already gave an inspirational speech earlier. I'm going to save the speeches. But I love what I've been seeing. Adversity has always been poise. 73 poise on Annunen. 73 poise on Annunen. And 83 poise on Spencer Knight. What happened? In the 3rd round, we went down 2 games to none, and then we won 3 in a row to now be up 3 games to 2. All 1-goal games, including a crazy, kinda. Poise affects the goalie skill, kinda. I wouldn't say that's the be-all, end-all, but I would say that there's some sort of mysterious influence from poise. At the same time, I've had a lot of 70 poise, like 79 overall goalies do incredible things in the playoffs, while 90 poise, 90 overall goalies just fall apart. So it's not always the telltale sign, but higher poise doesn't hurt, I'll give you that. Higher overall seems to hurt. So we won 3-2, then a 5-4 win. We were down 4-3, pulled our goalie. McKinnon missed the empty net. They got a penalty. We scored on the power play, tied up at 4, and then a crazy scramble in front of the net ended up giving us a 5-4 victory. Then a 3-2 win. We now have a chance to win in Colorado. We lost both at home, won both on the road, won again at home, and now we have a chance to end it in Colorado, and we've had good success on the road so far. At Ball Arena in Colorado, Game 6 of the 2026 semifinal, with a chance to go to the Stanley Cup final in just our 3rd season in franchise history. First period starts early as Nico Sturm opens it up just 1 minute and 18 seconds in, and then the captain Elias Lindholm scores just about 10 minutes or 9 minutes after that. But McKinnon scores with 25 seconds left, which really hurts in terms of giving up the momentum to them. We're out shooting Colorado 16-9 through 20 minutes, but it's only a tight 2-1 game. All of our wins in this series have come by 1 goal. I prefer a 2-goal lead, but we're up by 1 headed into the 2nd period. Power play, 3-1. Kako scores on the power play. That's true. Nico Sturm against the team he won the cup with in Colorado. That's true. But then a power play goal from McKinnon. He scores his 2nd of this game. And it's once again a 1-goal game as we swap power play goals. Landeskog, a power play goal. And we're all tied up. Power play for us now. Killed off. And now we're going to be all tied up headed into the 3rd period. Shots are 24-21. And we once again find ourselves tied in such a tight series. Next goal could be the one that decides this series. Who knows? Should we check the special teams if we get a Game 7? We'll check the percentages and see what's up, yeah. A goal for us might be enough to push us to the Stanley Cup final, but the Avalanche will want to see 7. They're in front of their home fans. They've been embarrassed a little bit. They had a 2-0 lead that they are embarrassed to have lost. 3-3, third period, game 6. Here we go. Next goal might be enough to win it, just like Owen Beck last game. Here we go. Tarasenko on the power play. Could this be enough? But then Rantanen answers right back. It's 4-4. Power play once again, though, and that's Miles Wood is going to score after that even strength. Avalanche's first lead of the game, power play Colorado, but then McIntyre ties it up at 5. What a back-and-forth game this has been. 5 minutes to go. We're all tied up into the final minute of this one, and we will head to overtime. Shots end 37-28 as we score two goals apiece in the third period. McIntyre ties it up and gets us to overtime. And we are headed to the extra frame with a 5-5 scoreline. Wow, what a game this has been. What a game this has been. Avery, baby. We've had okay success in the live sim so far. At least there's more than 4 or 5 goals scored, right? A goal for us puts us through to the Stanley Cup final for the first time in franchise history for a date with the New York Islanders. A goal for the Avalanche pushes this series back to 7 back in San Francisco. Ramirez over to Lindholm. Tarasenko! Early shot that is stopped. I love how nice the ice looks at the start of the period. Now here comes Cale Makar. Now is Rantanen. Nice windmill broken up by the former Avalanche Sam Girard. Now here comes Lindholm over the blue line. Lindholm on net. Glove save Francouz. Very good. And of course, we're going to go ahead and change the strategies. It's been helping us. We've had good success when we've changed the strategies, so we'll keep doing it. Let's go. Make sure everyone is shooting as much as they can. In Game 7 of the conference, not the conference final, just because the league has been realigned, there are no conference finals. It's just 1 versus 16 and stuff like that. So the semifinal, that's what I should say. Semifinal for this 2026 postseason. Leave a like if you haven't already for good luck, and of course, subscribe if you haven't already for this live expansion franchise mode series, our upload Vancouver Canucks franchise mode series, our Pittsburgh Pirates live stream series, and much more here on the channel. A career sim coming out soon as well. You won't want to miss that. NHL 24 career sim coming out Monday. Toffoli can't get it over as Makar breaks it up. This is Game 6 now. Did I say Game 7? Game 6, sorry. Now here's Girard. He has the puck over into the neutral zone. Now here's Lindholm. Little move. Can't quite get it across. On net. I'm not sure if that hit a man there. Dank Green Dino, welcome to the stream, buddy. Happy early birthday again to Dank Green Dino, whose birthday is in, what now, 10 days? In front! Big save. McKinnon! Glove save, Annanen! And he'll hang on. On Saturday, was the 27th you said, Dank Green Dino? 50 seconds in, and there's already been a little action on both sides. As we now have a defensive zone draw. Big saves from Annanen in tight. Clutch saves. A little push on the draw. We come away with it. Annanen also against his former team. Annanen, Sturm, and Girard. Speaking of which, here comes Sam Girard. Over to McIntyre. Glove save Francouz. There you go. Dank Green. Good to hear, my friend. Hope you'll enjoy it. I'm sure you will. I still have it in my calendar that I can, if I can, we'll do a Saturday stream. And Joe's birthday the 20th. Make sure you remind us in the Discord, buddy. We'll want to hear about that. We'll want to celebrate. We lose the face-off, but we get possession. Girard's shot is blocked. Kako behind the net. He's using the body. Girard! Oh, got an open lane! Wow! Oh my goodness. Sliding across the crease to make that shoulder save. Makar coming in now. Big save. Kovalenko! Stopped by Annanen the other way. And RJ as well on 22nd. All the January birthdays. Wow, Girard had the open net, but he comes across with the shoulder and makes the save. Hats off to you, my friend. Well done. Gotta give credit where credit is due. Great save. We're gonna keep the second line out. Good thing. Yeah, okay, here comes Ramirez now. Can't quite break through. Here comes Dante Fabro. Broken up. Former Starfleet officer for half a day, Dante Fabro. Ramirez over to Kako. I'm scared for a line change here, so I'm not doing it. Kako to the point. Lysell. Ramirez pinching down low. Kako can't get the shot off. Colton's gonna come away with it. Now here's Lehkonen. Lehkonen over the blue line. And that's poked away by Ramirez. That's thrown all the way down to Francouz. Oh, and he'll stop it. Can I imagine that goes in? Taze. Everyone gets respect, absolutely. Holmberg over the blue line. Power play coming up for the Avalanche. We take a penalty. That's tough. Fabro in front. We touch the puck. What happened here? 2 for charging, really. Jean-Gabriel Pajot. 2 for charging. What, I'm not sure what charging is in French. Pour avoir chargé, would that be it? What a hit! Well, all right. So penalty kill now. Lindholm and Cunnin are out. Defensive zone draw. We got to kill it. So we win a power play here against a good power play team. Big face-off win. Clear it out. There we go. Cunnin's gonna step up with it a little. Skate up with a little bit of it. There you go. Dump in. Olsen over to Landeskog. Taze skating in, finding some space. Lindholm breaks it up. He's going to get over to Lindell. We'll keep this line out. Gets it out of the zone. That's all we can ask for. Olsen loses it. Lindell comes back, and he'll dump it in. Very good. Simple hockey. Dump it down. That's all I'm asking for. That's what we like to see. Devon Taze coming in. Over to McKinnon. That's blocked. Well done by Lindell. Getting a leg on it. Kicked across. Lindholm, dump that down, big boy. Show me a little dump. At least we exit the zone. That's good. Come in, loses it in the neutral zone. Looking for a line change. Landeskog has space. He's walking in. Nice blocker save from Annunen. I wasn't sure if he could make the pass there, but Annunen was ready for the blocker. Lindholm can't quite squeeze through. We're keeping the line out. Rantanen, windmill, space. Ooh, stretching across his Annunen, and it just went wide. Landeskog behind the net. He gets it over to Rantanen. Olsen at the point. Taze broken up by Cunnin. Come on, let's get it out. Get it out. I changed too early, I suppose. And it just leaves the territory. Thank goodness. Defense change up. Here comes Landeskog. And he goes offside, thank goodness. Needed that change. Why does the user team not dump the puck? Just... the AI never wants to dump it, I guess, really. Beck out here with Kako. Beck's our first-line penalty killer? Really? Did I miss something? All right, face-off win by Beck. Back to Murhura. Gerard up to Beck. He's with Kako. He can't get by. A huge hit as he loses his helmet. Byram skating up with it on his own now. Bowen finds space. Here's Colton in front. Good poke from Annunen. Very good. Makar in the corner. Looking for options. Takes a short angle shot. And Annunen will hang on there. Let's bring the second unit back out. Power play is almost done, so I don't want to take a timeout just for the penalty kill units. Huge hit on Owen back there. The AI will dump the puck sometimes. It will. Defensive zone draw with 21 seconds to go in the power play here for the Avalanche. Tie up. Avalanche get it, but Pesce comes away with it. Pesce, dump that big boy. McIntyre, he gets hit hard before he can pass the blue line. Pesce pinching too far up. Get back! Here comes Makar now. Makar, cross to Colton. Colton skating in. Good save from Annunen. In the corner now, 5 seconds to go. Byram, Colton, pad save Annunen, following the play very well. We're back to 5-on-5. Makar, Kovalenko, that's blocked. Lehkonen to the point. Byram, glove save Annunen. He'll hang on for that one. If you're just joining our stream, welcome to Game 6 of the semifinal here in Year 3 of our expansion franchise mode series. We're in Game 6, up 3-2. In overtime, a goal for us will send us the Stanley Cup final against the Islanders. A goal for the Avalanche will push this series to 7. Byram, Makar, Holmberg, Makar, blocker save Annunen. Ramirez, get that out, baby. Let's go. We're getting bailed right now. Dank feels it. Good. If you feel that win, leave a like. Byram. Makar broken up. Gerard. Oh, wait. That's in. Other way now. Power play coming up. Yes. Let's go. That's exactly what we needed to see. We can take a timeout as well. Good. All right. This is why I saved the timeout. 2 for interference. Who's off? Miles Wood. 2 for interference. And we're off to the power play. Let's go to to call timeout. There you go. I want to go 1-3-1. Don't forget that. I gotta go 1-3-1 on the strategy. There we go. Do you think Makar could have gone first? Thinking about it today, sure. At the time, I don't think anyone was ever really thinking that was a possibility at the time. There you go, 1-3-1. Come on, 1-3-1. There you go. All right, 1-3-1 formation is set. Here we go. All right, first unit is out to Foley, Lindholm, Moore. Trevor Moore scored on the power play. Last time we had a power play chance in a live sim. We're 2 for 6 on the power play tonight with 8 shots. Gerard, Lysell to Foley. Good puck movement. Come on now. Here we go. Moore, and that's just going to get out. Donato can't go. 1-3-1, that was recommended by Juice because it facilitates easier passes that the AI can't intercept as easily, supposedly. So I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to listen to the AGMs and go for it. To Foley. And that's a great save by Francouz from the point, and he'll hang on. They're good at the blocking the cross crease. I think that's what Juice had said. So 1-3-1 helps to not rely on that as much. I think that was the main argument. 1:36 to go. Offensive zone face-off once again for Lindholm. He wins that back cleanly. Girard. Lysell in front! Oh, big save from Francouz. My goodness. Trevor Moore. Now to Foley. To the point. Girard. Lysell can't get it past Taves. Landeskog back to Fabro. Now here comes Ross Colton. Poked, but he keeps it. Landeskog to Colton. Saved by Annunen. And we have to take a defensive zone draw on the penalty kill. Not ideal. McKinnon and Thomas are out for the Avalanche. Thomas on the dot here. 1:18 to go on the power play. Push, but the Avalanche get it. Hold on, here comes Toffoli now. Toffoli comes away with it. Toffoli squeezes by. Trying to set something up. In front of Lindholm! Oh, big blocker save! Lindholm again to the point. Girard. Now over to Lysell. Girard on net. That's blocked. Byron, hold on. Toffoli has it. His own man blocks it. Lindholm. And the run scores! Tyler Toffoli! And the San Francisco Starfleet are off to the Stanley Cup Final! They complete the comeback. Down 2-0. We win in 6 games, 4-2. Tyler Toffoli, power play goal on the doorstep. And the San Francisco Starfleet, in their 3rd season in the NHL, are off to the Stanley Cup Final. When did Vegas make the Stanley Cup Final? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a moment. Annunen standing on his head. Francouz did what he could. No conference trophy to touch since we're not playing in a conference. But we win 6-5 and eliminate the Avalanche. Shots and 46-39. And we win 6-5. We finally get some offense going. That's true, because it was their first year and they lost, and they won in their 6th year. Thank you, RJ. New strategy that's worked out for me recently. Anyone I miss on in the draft, like a top 9 forward and top 6D, you can trade them for recently drafted elite. Yeah, absolutely. Low elites. That's another reason why low elites are good to have on your team. They're good for trade value. Yep. Vegas went to the final of their inaugural season. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So we already know who we're facing, ladies and gentlemen. In the Stanley Cup Final, we'll be up against the New York Islanders. Let's go and get ready for that one. Let's see the postseason so far for the Islanders. They started off as the 5th place team. They beat the Oilers in 7. They beat the 12th place Edmonton Oilers in 7. The 4th place Hurricanes in 4, and then in 5, and then the 1st place St. Louis Blues in 5 as well. So they're now facing the 2nd best team in the NHL in us, and they're riding high. We'll say that. So Toffoli, 22 points in 18 games, including 10 goals, 3 game winners, 17 points from Lindholm, 13 from Moore and Pajot, Lysell with 12 points, Tarasenko 11, McIntyre 8 goals, 10 points, he's picked it up, Kako 10, Verana 8, he's gotten better despite the plus-minus still being bad, Girard 8 points, -9, oh my goodness. Pesci 7 points, Beck 6, Ramirez 5, Sturm 3 points +2, love it. Romanov, Lindell with 3, Cunnin, Samoskevich with 2, but Samoskevich out of the lineup now. Down at the bottom guy, all players who have played every game. And Annunen is rolling into the Stanley Cup Final with a 7-2 record, 910 save percentage, and a 3.14 goals against average. He's been better more than he's been bad. I'll definitely say that. He's been better more than he's been bad. Let's check out the Islanders lineup now for the 2026 Stanley Cup Final. What a moment. Our first Stanley Cup Final of NHL 24, by the way, since we haven't made it yet with the... Wait, what am I saying? We were in the final with the Canucks, but I wouldn't mind getting our first cup of NHL 24. So Horvat, Barzal, and Sharangovich are on the... Sharangovich are the first line here in here on Long Island. Second line, 2 former Starfleet officers, Eli Tolvanen and Christian Dvorak. So Tolvanen, we loved having Tolvanen last season, but we just couldn't afford keeping him. We knew he was great. We had to let him walk. 32 goals and 60 points in New York on a cheap contract as well. So good for Eli Tolvanen. Data 782 Hall of Famer. Christian Dvorak, he was one of our original draftees in the expansion draft. Spent 2 seasons with us, or at least a season and a half. But now 69 points. Wow. Wow. Kyle Okposo back on Long Island. Great news for the Islanders. He's back here. So, yeah, second line Dvorak, Tolvanen, and Wallstrom. Third line Okposo, Jost, and Captain Anders Lee. Fourth line Engvall, Cizikas, and Dufour. On defense, they have Pelech and Dobson, Pollock and Matheson, Aho and Mayfield. We have former Islanders defenseman Alex Romanov. And between the pipes, I believe it's Ilya Sorokin. Yes, it is 91 overall. Put your Islanders Okposo jersey on. There you go, James. Ilya Sorokin, 928 save percentage. Probably the Vezina winner this season. Crazy numbers. 12-4-1 with 1 shutout, 928 and a 2.42 goals against average. Oh my goodness. Wow. Scratches, Holmstrom's currently injured. Ishikov and Hayek both healthy scratches. Didn't we have Hayek in Starfleet here? Yeah, we did. Former Starfleet officer Libor Hayek as well. Wow. Yeah, of course they would, Slim, of course. We have only 76 overalls in our team, right? And they have 81s, and realistically they'd win. I think we have just as much of a chance as they would on paper, if not more of a chance. So Bo Horvat, 10 points, top 50 Bo through 17 games. 1 goal and 14 points for Barzal, and 9 points for Sharon Govich. Tolvanen, 6 goals, 8 points from Dvorak, 6 goals from Wallstrom as well. They have good depth scoring, I'll give them that. Cizikas is not a grinder, is he? No, he's a two-way forward. But yeah, defensive ability, +6, +6, +7 they've been. Their defense is better. I'll definitely give them that. Pollock, 5 points, +11. Dobson, 8 points, +8. Matheson, 3 points, -2. Pollock, 5 points, -2. Aho, 4 points, -3. Mayfield, 8 points, +6. So I definitely give them the defense and the goaltending. But I wouldn't say their offense is especially impressive. It's deep. Don't get me wrong. They're a good Stanley Cup final team. They have deep offense, but very good defense and goaltending. We got to just score more. That's what it comes down to. We got to score more. Let me take a sip right here. My goodness. Wow. Wow. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The 2026 Stanley Cup Final in our 3rd season in the NHL. Starting it off at Enterprise Arena. Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final in San Francisco. All of the Admirals are in attendance. All of Starfleet headquarters, all of Starfleet Command is here. All the Admirals are in the luxury box here with GM Data. Game 1, 2026 Stanley Cup Final. Let's do it. Controller down, and it's showtime here in San Francisco for a Stanley Cup Final that not many were expecting. What a postseason run it's been so far. Early power play killed off by the Islanders. Power play second chance here in the first period, and this time we capitalize. It's Fabian Lysell scoring his first career Stanley Cup playoff final goal, as he's been great this postseason so far. And we are... Oh, hold on! Nico Sturm adds another! He's been here before. There's that veteran... He's not super old, but he's been here before. He has the experience, veteran experience, I should say. Lysell and Sturm put us up 2-0 after 20. Let's go second period now, and we're up 3-1. Tarasenko makes it a 3-0 game, but then former Starfleet officer Christian Dvorak makes it a 2-goal lead. Shots are tied at 21, and it's 3-1 San Francisco after 40. Third period, Avery McIntyre makes it a 3-goal lead, but then Matt Barzal gets just his second goal of the postseason to make it a 2-goal game once again. Power play Islanders. We never checked our special teams, by the way. We can always do that if we really want to. Excuse me, hiccups here. As we're up by 2 with 5 minutes to go. And then Bo Horvat, there he is, top 50 Bo. Makes it a 1-goal game with 2 minutes left, and then Barzal ties it again. We choke it in the third. Oh... Up 4-1. Barzal scores 1 goal the entire postseason, but then 2 goals in 15 minutes. As the first line scores 3 goals. Shots tied at 34, and we're tied 4-4 as we choke a 4-1 lead to head to overtime in Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final. Oh my goodness. Oh, while this is coming up, I gotta pull up my charger. Excuse me.
We are just about to drop the puck here in overtime. What a time for you to tune in if you're just joining us here now. The next goal will be a
so far away that I'm not going to make it. Sharon Govich comes. Oh my goodness, quick chance there. I'm not going to make it for the charger for my computer. I can go a little while longer, but then I'll have to put the computer away properly. I'll have to just go off. Oh, glove save Sorokin on Toffoli there. I'll have to just go off the comments that come to me on the screen, because I won't be able to read them. So if any donations come in, please let me know, because I can't look at my computer screen. My charger's too far away. Sharon Govich, 2-on-1 for the Islanders. Broken up. Barzal in front of Pelech. Glove save Annunen, and he'll hang on. Okay, let me put the computer on charge then. There we go. Okay, defensive zone draw. That's pushed by Lindholm. Toffoli gets it now. Very good. Toffoli up to Tarasenko. Now Pelech will get it back as he's stopped up in the neutral zone. Adam Pelech gains the territory. Looks for a chance. That shot goes wide. Barzal in the corner. Broken up by Toffoli. Who was saying about Sharon Govich? I think that was Landon, no? Nice move by Lindholm. He has space. That's broken up by Pelech in front, though. It's another chance. Broken up, then it came back. It's taking a bit serious, but for future games, look at what line scoring the highest for them and in OT run your most. Your comment cut off for me. I couldn't see the entire thing that you were saying, but I get the point. Gerard's shot is hit by Ramirez. Blocked by Ramirez. Oh my goodness. I hear what you're saying, Crazy. So Tolvanen, yeah, so the second line seems to be their highest scoring line. So when you see the second line, you want to match up the lineup. The problem is that the line changes are so difficult that you'd have to know who they're putting out before the face-off. And in the game, you can't really see that. So it's, in theory, you're exactly right. Dobson's swallowed up by Annunen. In theory, you're exactly right, but it would be hard to match up because going into the face-off, you don't know who they're putting out. That's the biggest problem. Could we go to Spencer Knight next game? I don't know. Annunen, that was a bit of a choke in the third, but we'll want to see what the numbers are at the end of the game. Defensive zone draw here. Islanders get it. Pollock keeps with it, but Annunen makes that save and stays square to it. Very good, very good. That was a weird play, though. Let's go third line, actually. I want to get Pajot out here. Sturm, Pajot, and Moore. Let's get a little face-off win. Tolvanen, Dvorak, and Wallstrom. Let's put our more defensive line out there. Still, they win it back. Pollock broken up, though, by Sturm. There you go, Nico. Nico Sturm knows how to win in the Stanley Cup final. Can't get the puck into Islanders' territory, though. Wallstrom over the blue line. Islanders gaining the zone. Behind the net now. Islanders playing behind. In front, Wallstrom scores. Wow, beautiful 1T. And we choke a 4-1 lead and lose 5-4. Wow. That really takes the wind out of your sails in the Stanley Cup final. Up 4-1 in game 1, and we lose 5-4. With a third period choke. No, Lindell didn't want to keep his man, I guess. Shots end 40-37. 5 goals on 40 shots isn't the end of the world, but 3 guys in the slot, nobody blocks it, of course. Lindell didn't want to do anything about it, I guess. Do we go back to Spencer Knight? I don't know. I don't know. Do we go to Spencer Knight? It's not that that Annunen's been the problem. So it's not that it's been him, but he hasn't been incredible either. Let's see. We come back from we have a comeback, and oh, you got lucky, you just barely got it. Islanders come back, and it's they deserve it. Annunen, 906 save percentage, 3.34 goals against. Do we do one game of Spencer Knight and just see? Identical save percentages now. I'm thinking let's give one game to Spencer Knight while we can. I don't want to turn to Spencer Knight when we're in a do or die situation. I'd rather give him game 2 and we can kind of reassess from there. Okay? So, I don't know. I'd be tempted to even play with the plus minuses on the defense. Gerard, -11. Oh my goodness. Gerard can't stay here anymore, I don't think. I don't think he can stay there anymore. We'll just give him another game and we'll see what happens. We'll give Knight a game and then we can decide. If he's not good, then we can say, okay, Annunen's the guy. But if Knight is going to say that, okay, I've learned my lesson, maybe there's a good bounce back. So let's try Lindell and Ramirez with a +3 and Gerard and Pesci with a +3. Why not? And you're a regular season crier, buddy. What are you going to do? Reminds me of you. Reminds me of you. You got along very well with them. Game 2 at home. Tough choke from up 4-1 to losing 5-4. Let's use that as our motivation here in Game 2 now. At home in front of the home fans. We don't want to let them go hungry. Let's bring a 1-1 series to Long Island. First period, and it's 2-0 Starfleet, and that's what we love to see. McIntyre scores early to make... Oh, not early. 9 minutes in. We have time on attack for final Russian. This is going to be a battle between... It cuts off crazy because on my screen, on my PlayStation, your comment cuts off, but I agree with the first 80% of what I could see. You're exactly right. McIntyre on the power play, then more even strength. Shots are 13-2. Wow. We changed up the defense and we limit them to 2 shots in the first period. 2 shots in 20 minutes. Wow. 2-0 after 20. Second period remains 2-0. Whoa, they got 17 shots in the second period, though. Oh, my goodness. Shots end 21-19 through 40 minutes. And we have a 2-0 lead. Power play Starfleet early in the third, killed off by the Islanders. Our house, baby. Come on now. Power play Starfleet killed off once again. Now with 10 minutes to go. We're up 2-0, hanging on to it still. 35-22 of the shots as we continue to pull away in that regard. But we're in a tough position with 2 minutes to go. I didn't want to say it, but there it is. Spencer Knight gets a 26-save shutout. I was trying to find other things to say so I wouldn't jinx anything. And hey, I wanted to press 3 stars. Sorry. Whew. 2-0 Starfleet, and we come away with a 2-0 victory to tie this series up at 1. And that's a big how do you like me now type of game from Spencer Knight, getting the shutout to say, I learned my lesson, I've been working hard, thanks for trusting me back in the crease, now here's what I deliver to you. Yeah, that's your middle name, Slim. So a big shutout. I'm glad we went to Knights just as an experiment, and it actually worked out well. We'll now move into Game 3 on Long Island at UBS Arena with a 1-1 series. So I'm going to go ahead and... I hate that I can't read the whole comment. I'm going to grab my laptop now that it's charged for an extra 3 minutes. And hopefully that'll be enough to carry us through to the end of the stream here. What were you saying here, Crazy? Battle between our finishes and Islanders getting past our end. You're exactly right. All right, so we're at UBS Arena on Long Island with a 1-1 series. A tough choke in Game 1, but it didn't really represent who we were. That 2-0 victory in Game 2, that's exactly what we want to see. Not only the Spencer Knight, but you're exactly right, Crazy. It was also the defensive change, I think. Getting those pairs swapped up, Lindell in the top pair, and then Girard coming down. I like that very much. Let's keep it up here on the road. The Islanders in their first Stanley Cup Finals since when? The 1970s? Am I right to say that? Or, sorry, not the 70s, the 80s. Am I right to say that since all their wins in the 80s? I'm not sure if they've been to one since, it was like... What year was it again? I forget. Tarasenko opens up the scoring on the power play, but Anders Lee answers right back. First period ends 1-1. Shots end 13-11 for the Islanders. We're tied up at 1 after 20. I know it's the 80s. I'm just trying to think what year it was. I don't think they made it. That's why I was like, did they make it in 90 or 91? But no, it was just the late 80s. 84 was it? Thank you, James. So 84 to 20. So 42 years later, here they are. Okay, that being said, 2 early goals from 2 veteran players, and we're tied up at 1 after 20. Thank you, Manny. Second period, and it's 2-2. We're tied up once again. Sharon Govich gets the first goal, then McIntyre ties it back up. Shots are 25-22 for the Islanders, 2-2 after 40. Next goal, probably a big one. The winner of this game will have a 2-1 lead and have the edge headed into game number 4. Third period now, losing in 84. Gotcha. Approaching the halfway point now. Pretty quiet first half so far. No power play. But Avery McIntyre scores his second to put us up by 1. In such a tight game tonight, will that be enough? Final 2 minutes here. Spencer Knight standing tall, and it's enough to get the victory. 35 saves from Spencer Knight. It's not the goalies. It's knowing when to play who. Spencer Knight would have had us eliminated in round 1. But we sat him for a little bit, we came back to him, and he's had 2 huge games in the Stanley Cup Final. 35 saves, first star honors, 945 save percentage, and 2 goals from Avery McIntyre. Up 3-2, win 3-2, and up 2-1 in this series. Plus minus is -1 from these guys. Okay, gotcha. And then, whoa, Ryan with the $1 dono. Thank you, my friend. I didn't quite catch that. Sorry, I just looked at my computer screen now with the $1 dono. Thank you for that. Appreciate the extra boost of good luck that we're going to hopefully get from it. Usually we have a good showing after a dono, so hopefully that's the difference maker. Headed into Game 4, still on Long Island at UBS Arena. Let's make it a 3-1 series and try to end it back at home. What a crazy feeling this is. We are getting closer and closer, but we're not there yet. Game 4, up 2 games to 1 through 3 games. Spencer Knight has been standing on his head. Let's see if he can do it again, and the offense has to continue delivering. First period, and it's 1-1 after 20. Tyson Jones opens it up. Then, of course, Jean-Gabriel Pageau, I forgot to mention, against his old team. Pageau scores against his old team here in the Stanley Cup final. And then Joe answers back. Please mute the choking hazard for a few minutes. Much love. You got it. A few minutes? We'll do a 5 minutes. We'll do 5 then. We'll do a 5-minute mute for the donation. $2.79 from Joe. Thank you very much, sir. So in total, 2 donos there for this game. We got to bring out the dub. Let's go, gentlemen. We got to get the dub for the donos. Let's go. Second period, we're still tied up at 1. Shots end 28-20 through 40 minutes. And once again, we enter the third period all tied up. Early goal from Eli Tolvanen, Data 782 Hall of Famer. Power play San Francisco, that's killed off by the Islanders. We're out shooting New York by quite a bit, but we're down by 1 here at the halfway point. Power play again, killed off. Power play Islanders, killed off. Final 5 minutes. Can we tie this up to tie the series? Yes, we can! Tyler Toffoli! Toffoli ties it at 2, and we're off to overtime. Shots end 41-26. Toffoli's late goal pushes it into overtime, and that may be a huge difference maker. If we win this one in overtime and go up 3-1 in the series, that is a very different feeling than being tied up at 2. Tyler Toffoli may have just set the table for us to go up 3-1 and be on the edge of a Stanley Cup. Huge late goal from Toffoli to tie it at 2, and we will see overtime once more. We'll just go ahead and change the strategies, make sure everybody's shooting. We've had good success. We've had quite a few overtimes. Thankfully, none of them have been super long. Some episodes go so long because of just a few overtimes that kill us. But we're at 2 hours 20 in the Stanley Cup final at 2 hours 20. It's not bad. Sometimes we have like 3.5 hour streams when we go to the Stanley Cup final. And cycle shoot. There you go. There we go. All right, overtime here on Long Island in Game 4. A goal for San Francisco puts them up 3-1, but a goal for the Islanders will tie the series up at 2 and make the Stanley Cup final a best of 3. Matty Barzal broken up by Lindell. Lindell up to Tarasenko. He lost a lot of energy on that hit, my goodness. Tarasenko over the blue line. He's keeping it in front, but that's broken up by Pelech. Dobson up to Barzal, 2-on-2. Penalty. Barzal, Sharangovich, that stopped. They pulled the goalie. Just go ahead and touch that puck. There you go. Not what we wanted to see. 2 for tripping, going to Tarasenko. Let's see it. Classic. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, a little bit of green in there. All right, defensive zone draw. The Islanders are 0 for 4 with 4 shots on power play tonight. Big face-off win. Crazy pass there. The sleeve numbers are white. I guess I could have fixed that. I guess I could fix that in the offseason. Pageau takes a short-handed shot, which is stopped. Kako. Ramirez killing time at the blue line. Hit by Lee Wallstrom. Pageau keeps it in. Actually, no, it just goes offside. But killing time, nice to see. Yeah, I thought they fit well. I like the little green there. Tolvanen, what a monster. We kill a little bit of time. 16 seconds killed. Good. A little inch at a time. Pageau wins the draw. Kako over to Pesce. Brett Pesce killing time in the corner. Well done. In front. Looking for a short-handed chance here. Sheesh. Sharangovich coming back. DFS, welcome to the stream, buddy. Game 4 overtime of the Stanley Cup final. Here's Ryan Pulock. He stops up. Finds Aho with a lot of space. That's stopped by Knight, and he'll hang on. How long to create them? Not that long. It took enough time. I put a lot of love into it. Longer than you would think, probably. It's not just 2 seconds, but it's not like 2 hours either. maybe a good, half hour or something. Not a quick job, but it's not super long either. Pollock at the point, that's blocked. There you go. Well done, Skate Cunning. He blocks it. Now he has a little bit of a break, and he'll dump it in. Good. Good, good, good. Same, it didn't look offside to me, but then they called it. Owen back. Maybe I just missed something. 2-on-2 back the other way. Minute left in the penalty now. Here's Dvorak. He gets hit off the puck, but gets into the corner. In front, broken up by Cunnin. Well done. Beck's going to get that out now. No, hold on. Hold on. Stay out, second unit. Hold on. Sharangovich scores. Why can't we get the puck through the neutral zone? Why must it always be trying to skate through and stick handle instead of dumping? Shots end 42-29. What a joke. 42-29. We now find ourselves in a best of 3 in the Stanley Cup Final. Series tied at 2, headed back home to Enterprise Arena. We've been performing well, but is it enough? 7 goals, 14 points, -3. 4 goals, 18 points, -3. 11 goals, 25 points, -3. Defensive zone face-off formation? That wouldn't be a bad idea, Ryan. We could do that next time we have a defensive zone face-off. Picking everything in the neutral zone. I hear you. Tough loss. Tied series back to the not short island. 3 goals, 14 points plus 7. 12 goals, 14 points plus 1. 4 goals, 14 points, -1. Third line pluses. -13 from Verana, but he has 10 points. What am I going to do with you, Verana? You have 10 points, but you're at -13. What am I going to do with you? I don't want to take him out of the lineup. 10 points is 10 points. I don't want to take him out of the lineup. -13, you're killing me, man. Defense has gotten better. Plus-minus has improved for Girard. Nothing really to do. Nothing really to do. It wasn't a bad game either, as long as we got blown out. I'm going to keep the lines as they are, but keeping note. All right, huge Game 5. Who will go up 3-2 on the series and have a chance to win the Cup in Game 6? At Enterprise Arena in San Francisco, this is our chance to really give ourselves an edge and go 1 game away. Instead of being down and always having to fight back, down 3-1, down 3-2, this is our chance. Game 5 at home, 2026 Stanley Cup Final. Gentlemen, the stage is yours. First period, 1-1 after 20. 5-2 prediction from Crazy. I love it. The captain, Elias Lindholm. A rare goal from him to open up the scoring. But then Data 782 Hall of Famer Eli Tolvanen. Or Eli Tolvanen, excuse me. Eli Tolvanen. Like Elias. Eli Tolvanen. Making it 1-1. Shots are 12-12 after 20. Second period, 3-2 Islanders. Kako scores to make it 2-1. Then Okposo ties it up. And Sharangovich with 21 seconds left. 3-2 after 40. Shots tied at 24. Third period action. We need a goal quick to tie it up. Power play Islanders 5-on-3. Short-handed 5-on-3. Was that... Or 5-on-4, but short-handed goal from McIntyre. Extended power play for Starfleet. That's killed off. Power play. Bo Horvat scores. But then Kako on the power play ties it right back. It's 4-4 with 8 minutes to go. What a roller coaster. 5 minutes left now. Shots in favor of the Islanders. No! Power play late for the Islanders. We kill it off. And we're off to overtime. Oh my goodness. Wow. What kind of shorthanded goal there was that for McIntyre? That was until 16:44. So 1 second after the 5-on-3 expired and became a 5-on-4. So basically a 5-on-3 from McIntyre. Shots end 37-34. We're tied up at 4 with a big game-tying goal in the power play from Capo Kako, an original Starfleet officer. And we're off to overtime once again. This is crazy. Next player to score will put his team 1 win away from the Stanley Cup.
Just about to drop the puck
Let's change up the formations and all that, as always. Leave a like for good luck if you haven't already. We're going to need it. Every bit of it. Let's get cycle shoot up. Cycle shoot up. There you go. Keep that positive energy, Dino. Keep that positive energy. And I can't change face-off formation here, eh? No. No, I can't. We'll have to do it when we're... like a defensive zone draw would change up the defense formation. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Overtime in Game 5 in San Francisco. Sharon Govich into Starfleet territory. Into the corner. In front! Why? 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 Just seconds in. What are you doing? Ramirez, what are you doing? You let him shoot and then you hit him? Shots end 38 to 34. Maybe Trevor Moore does need more this time. Back-to-back overtime losses. Up 2-1 in the series, and we have back-to-back overtime losses. Fastest overtime EA goal. That's a couple of overtimes where we see quick goals as well. I know, the commentators don't know what they're talking about. Okay, Trevor Moore's going back to the top line. Lysel's going to go back to the third line. Tarasenko's going to play here. Like this. Like that. Okay, that's what we're going to do. And there's our changes for the offense. Defense, -3, -2, -8, -1, -1, +2. Romanov's going to move up to the top pair. Let's go. Romanov and Lindell. Ramirez is going to play third pair with Mahura. Romanov and Lindell. Let's do it. Let's go Romanov and Pesci. What about Romanov and Pesci? Only +1. -1 +2, -8, -3. Nah, I'd probably have them spread out. I prefer having them spread out a little bit. All of our D plus minuses are going down, yeah. Big fan of Romy? Good. Romano's going to go top pair. Now, who are we going for the goaltending? Spencer Knight and his .911 save percentage, or Annunen and his .906 save percentage? Are we sticking with Knight? Who gets the elimination game? Spencer Knight has been solid, but back-to-back, he got a shutout, then back-to-back overtime losses in the last 3 games. Gen Z says stick with Knight. Get your votes in here. I gotta plug the computer back in. Give me a second. Annunen says Dino. Manny says Annunen. In elimination games, Annunen has been better. It's true, he's had some rest as well. I want to say Annunen, who rose to the occasion last time he was called. But hold on, comment. I hate that the PlayStation doesn't show the whole comment. I gotta say I'm tempted to go Annunen. But Knight's been better. What were the last 3 games again? Last 4 games, sorry. Since Spencer Knight came in... Was it game 2 that he came in for? Yes, it was. So yeah, it was a shutout. Shutout, win, overtime loss, overtime loss. So 0, 2, 3, 5 goals against. It's going up here. 0, 2, 3, 5. The goals against are going up. That's what I'm not liking. 0, 2, 3, 5. Do we go back to Annunen, who got a little bit of rest? It's not even Spencer Knight. It's more thinking about EA. We're trying to think about an EA's mind. In an elimination game, will the lower overall give us the better chance? True, factor in bad defense as well. That's also true. This is our hardest call of the episode so far. Toughest call so far. We gotta make a decision on whether or not Spencer Knight is our goalie moving forward, and this is the game that's going to decide it. Spencer Knight, I'm giving you Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final. If you want to get your payday and be a starter on a contending team, you're gonna perform. If you want to fall apart and you want to show why you're not worthy of being a starting goaltender, then we're gonna find another home for you. This is his chance to prove himself on an expiring deal. Spencer Knight, the stage is yours. Game 6, Long Island, 2026 Stanley Cup Final. Let's do it. Back-to-back overtime losses. I believe in you, gentlemen. Strong team. Let's push it to 7 back at home. Year 3. The squad's been together all this time. Let's go out there and show what we've got. First period. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk to you again. Sharon Govich, Pelech, and Cizikas. Can you stop spamming, please, Slim? My patience at an all-time low. Stop spamming. My screen is just, from my bottom to my top of my screen is just chillin', just chillin', just slimmin', just chillin', choke, 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 choke. Shots 19-6 in the Islanders' favor. I can't change goalies from this screen, so we gotta just, maybe Spencer Knight got pulled anyways. Let's see if we look at the shots. No, he's still in there. Knight is still in there. Shots 19-6, more than triple for the Islanders. We're down 3-0 after 20. It's not done yet. Here comes the speech now. Here comes the speech. Here we go. A lot of us have spent 3 years together, growing together, as a team, as a group of individuals, as a family. In those 3 years, we've seen growth all the way, so much so that we are now sitting in the Stanley Cup Final. For you to be at this point with these plus minuses, this lack of scoring, is truly disgusting. Forget about all the positives at the end that we could take away. It was a good season. It's only our 3rd year. I'm gonna say all that later. But right now, it's the Stanley Cup Final. And we don't care about anything else. I don't care if you're a Pee Wee B Timbits team. If you're in the Stanley Cup Final, let's go out there and play this like the Stanley Cup Final. Not 6 shots in 20 minutes when you're on the brink of elimination. Show me a strong second period and why you want to be here on this team. Second period now, on Long Island, down 3-0. Power play, and there's Elias Lindholm. The captain answers the call from GM Data, who went down to the locker room to make the speech. Now we're down by 2. And then Jost, of course, a shorthanded goal! Just take more penalties. Just take more penalties. Power play, nothing. And there you go. We score a goal, but it means nothing, and it's still down by 3. Power play goal, then we give up a shorthanded goal. Shots 28-20. At least we got 14 shots in that period. But shots 28-20 for the Islanders. And we're down by 3 in Game 6. This is it. Score 1 or 2, we can hop in, and I can try to do what I can with the lines. If we're down by 3 the entire period, I can't do anything for you. You got to give me something before we hop in. I hear you, Lloyd. Thank you for... First time I see you in a live stream. Welcome, Lloyd. Just give more power plays to the Islanders. Let's go now. Even strength. Full... Pause. Pause. It's over. It's over. We'll see the power plays at the end. Forget it. It's over. McIntyre makes it 5-2. That's it. And the New York Islanders are your Stanley Cup champions in 2026. As we choke after an early lead in the series, overtime losses, up 4-1, choking it. And in the end, we come away with a 5-2 loss. Shots 48-23. 48-23. Thank you, Lloyd. I appreciate you. I've been seeing your comments. Thank you for that. McIntyre gets 1. Okay, I'm literally leaving my room to go get the computer just to mute you for 60 minutes, Slim. Can you be any more of a hater? Ridiculous. Spamming the hate, my goodness. Yeah, that's it. This was the Stanley Cup final, Hobbsy. We lose 5-2 in Game 6 as the Islanders are Stanley Cup champions. We had a great run. We had a great run. Hey, I appreciate it, Mark. Honestly, I'm going straight to bed after this. The team just didn't show up. I know, I'm crushed too. At the same time, now it's time to see the positives. Now that everything's over, it's time to see the positives. We have a huge series against the Penguins, tons of success, up 3-0, we win in 5 games. Round number 2, we're down 3-1. We have a big fight back, overtime in Game 7, and we win round 2 in 7 games. Round 3, we lose both games at home, we answer by winning both games on the road, and then win the 2 after that to make it 4 in a row. We lose 2, then win 4, 6-game series. But in the Stanley Cup final, we're up 4-1 in Game 1, we choke it and lose 5-4 in overtime. 2-0 win, 3-2 win, we're up 2-1 in the series, then we have an overtime loss, and another overtime loss, and we get decimated in Game 7 as the Islanders win the Stanley Cup on home ice. Good for them, but it should not have been that way. Good for them. I'll say it again, but it should not have been that way. Thanks, Hobbsy. Sorry, let me look back at this first. Playoff tree, here's how it looks in the end. Stanley Cup finalists in year number 3. Of course, yeah, we're going to check all of that out. We'll look at thoughts heading into the offseason. There's a lot to think about. Tyler Toffoli, 27 points in 24 games, 34 years of age, headed into the final year of his contract. Do we capitalize on his value and trade him? That is a big question to ask. We can not to get picks and prospects, but to get a good young playmaking piece perhaps, that would be very valuable. Because Avery McIntyre will replace his goal scoring on the first line. Lindholm, the captain, 20 points in 24 games. No one else even really close to point per game. For sure crazy. For sure, I agree. Jean-Gabriel Pageau, that was a huge surprise from Pageau. 83 overall, JG Pageau scores 18 points in 24 games. Well done. McIntyre, 14 goals and 17 points. He really stepped it up. Saw the higher picks for players, most likely, but it depends on what kind of deal we could find. Kako, 17 points. Quietly scores 17 points. Big surprise there. Trevor Moore cooled off, but he still scored 15 points. Tarasenko, 14. He's probably done after this season. Lysell, 14 points as a 78 overall rookie. That was great. Girard, 13 points at -9. He disappointed in the plus-minus. Verana, -15. I wasn't going to trade Verana, but as a -15 in the playoffs, it can't be that he's a -15 and no other forward who played all 24 games was worse than a -6. And he's a -15. I can't believe it. Pesci, 7 and an even plus-minus. Beck, 6 points, -6. Romanov, 6 points, +1. Ramirez, 6 points, -4. Sturm had 4 points in 16 games. We'll check the giveaway. Thank you. We'll check that ratio. Lindell, 4 points, -4. Cunnin, 2 points, -5 in 18 games. Samoskevich, -7. Knizhov, -6. Mahura, -4. What's with the plus-minuses? The giveaways. Let's look at that first. Pesci with 25. Well, defense is always worst. So Lindholm, 22 giveaways, 28 takeaways. Tarasenko, 16 giveaways, 10 takeaways. McIntyre, 14 giveaways, 12 takeaways. Then sorting my takeaways. Pajot, what a ratio for Pajot. 10 giveaways, 37 takeaways. I really want to keep Pajot, but it's going to cost a lot to keep him, especially after that postseason. It's going to cost a lot to do that. We'll check extensions in a moment. Lightning fire their coach Ryan Goalie. Let's check it out here. In the awards. Wow. Islanders win the Cup. President's Trophy going to the Blues. In the individual awards, Draisaitl wins the Art Ross and the Hart. James Norris to Adam Fox. Lady Byng to Pasternak. Calder, of course, to Avery McIntyre, the best rookie in the NHL. Barzal winning the Conn Smythe. Binnington wins the Vezina. Really? He was a backup. Oh, no, I'm thinking of the Blues in the Canucks franchise mode, where he's backing up Vemelka in the Canucks series. He also wins the Jennings with Talbot. Verheuvry wins the Masterton. The coach of the Red Wings wins the Jack Adams. Selke goes to Barkov. Ted Lindsay to Draisaitl. And Maurice Richard to Pasternak. Anything down in the AHL, Celebrini wins a lot. Garand wins the equivalent of the Vezina. That's great. Yeah, good win for him. Canadians almost choked today. Did they win? They beat the Devils? That's good for them. Celebrini winning a lot of awards down in the AHL. So there are the awards. Now we want to start thinking about thoughts for the off-season. We'll just quickly get to all of that. We'll try to wrap it up. It's already a long enough stream, so we'll just wrap it up here. Calgary jumps from 12 to 2. How about that? Draft class, blah, blah, blah. Player retirement here. Retirements in 2026. Claude Giroux calls it a career. Phil the Thrill Kessel. Derek Brassard. Simmons, Gogowski, Smith, Vlasic, Johnson, Maroon. There you go. Is this Reimer? Okay, Riley Nash, yeah. Goalie's retiring. James Reimer calling it a career. No one on Starfleet, correct? No retirements for Starfleet. Coach retirements. No, we're good. Actually, no, one coach did retire. Ruedel, Clutterbuck, and Reimer are now all scouts. Let's do a couple draft interviews quickly, just in case it's anyone we know nothing about, who we might be interested in drafting. These top guys, we know we're not drafting them, so it's not a big deal. If we want to learn more about some of these guys later on, closer to our pick, like this guy we know nothing about, Roman Linter. Let's learn a little bit about him. Just quickly do interviews. We'll do a couple interviews. We'll look at the extensions. We'll look at potential draftees, and then we'll call it an episode. I know it's been a long one. Strengths and weaknesses help out a little bit. Usually I do strengths, weaknesses, and ETA. Yeah, our defense in the system, we have who? Guliev? 77 overall offensive defenseman. Yeah, I wouldn't mind making a big splash on defense this offseason. And then just finally the readiness. What does he think? A few more seasons. I guess our time is up. ... Thanks for the opportunity. Thank you very much. Okay. I have to ask him about his family and everything else too. Thank you, Roman Lindner. So we know 1 bar medium elites. It's not a lot. He's 3 years out. Okay. Anybody else want to know about maybe this guy? Alan Paros. Who else are we picking around? This guy, low elite. So far, but scouting them doesn't tell us much for the potential, sadly. But I'll try it for Alan Paros. Could be low elite. I doubt he's medium elite at that point in the draft. Canadians in-game have plenty of defensive depth. Maybe someone they're willing to move. You're right. Les Canadiens de Montréal, they have lots of defensemen in Montreal. That could be an option for us if we want to look at the trade route. Alan Paros. Paros and Sokolov. And playstyle. Pick up Korchinski if they don't want an arm and a leg for him. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's like an 87 overall by now with like medium league potential. So that would probably be pretty costly. And so time is up. Thank you very much. There you go. 4 years away. You learn anything about Paros? No, still 2 bars medium elite. So it didn't help us at all, actually. Oh, no, nothing to apologize for. Please. Give as many suggestions as you can, as you'd like, as you have time for. Never apologize for that. Thank you very much for taking the time to do anything. So only unknown it seems to help for. So I guess we'll just scout unknown guys. So playstyle, if we know nothing at all, I want playstyle and readiness. And then we'll just strengths. Playstyle, readiness. And then strengths. Skills and strengths. That'll be it for draft interviews. I wonder if that was even helpful at all, but hey, why not? I guess our time is up, ... Makes me think of when I have to read those conversations in Be a Pro. Those were scary, man. 2 bars low, top 6. Interesting. And 3 years away with a lot of B's in there. All right, so looking at the draft, we don't know where our position is exactly. Yeah, we'll check out for any late gems here. Let's see here. Elite mediums by now probably developed and would take a bunch to trade for. Top 4s can become high top 4. Yeah, for sure. Depends on where those players would be drafted. We definitely don't really have the value to trade up for a top pick unless we use everything we have, and I don't really want to do that. So Rubruik is also medium elite, going at 7th overall, by the way. NHL ready, A+ shooting. He would be interesting. Not a lot of scouting for the medium elites. Low elite guarantee here in Vaclav Pruka. Low elite grinder. We'll pin him. Medium top 6s. Medium top 6s here towards the end of the first round. This guy, a gem, Curtis Raleigh, a gem top 6 forward. He could be a good target for us with our first round pick. Blouin, Francois Blouin could also be someone that we look at. 3 years away. Some top 4D, also around the same point, like this guy, Jakob Moses. 3 years away. 1 year away, NHL ready. Ooh, these guys are NHL ready and 1 year away. So if we sort by central scouting and just look who is NHL ready. Let's see here. That's always an interesting way to look at things. NHL ready for the top guys, of course. Yeah, Rubik, whatever his name is. NHL ready for Chiernik, medium top 4 defenseman. And also Landon Grossman, 5'9", but NHL ready, similar to PK Subban. NHL ready, that's a guarantee. Everything else is not a guarantee for his shooting and all that, but his NHL ETA is. So these two defensemen both have NHL ready ETAs here. Okay. 1 year away for Rohan Millen, medium top 4 two-way D. 1 year away. 2 years, 2 years, 3 years, 3 years. Anybody else in that 1 year range or anything like that? 2 years for Mathis Preston. 17 years old as well. 17 and 2 years away. That's interesting. Mathis Preston. No one else is close, eh? Everyone else is 3 years away or more. All right, and gems. Some gems out here. Why doesn't it bring me to the top? Come on. All right, so 3 gems here. Raleigh, Boumdien, and this guy, Clayton Gorin, who could be low elite. Clayton Gorin, 5 years away. So we pin him as well. Okay, so there are the draft ideas for us, and here we are at the draft. Keep in mind that when it comes to our picks in this draft, oh, I forgot we have, aside from Guliev, we have Cole Hudson as well. I forgot about him. We have our first round pick, we have the Islanders, of course, we have the Islanders pick. So we have our first, 2 seconds, 2 thirds, a 4th, 2 fifths, and a 6th in this draft. Okay. Looking at the contracts here, keep in mind our unsigned players, unsigned prospects. We have Cole Hudson, who's ready to make the NHL next season. Hellenius might be ready for the NHL next season. Haikila's ready to go in a couple of years, or yeah, just not a year after this one. Let me get my laptop back so I can read your comment properly, Crazy. If you're considering moving Verana, good forwards with D development would be Buffalo most likely. All right, we'll keep that in mind. Buffalo and Montreal, 2 good options for us. Thank you for that. So Mugli, also a defenseman in our system. We have good players. Just would they be ready for next year? Leon Mugli, probably not yet. Mugli, whatever it is. But Cole Hudson's ready to make the NHL next season. Cole Hudson, look at this guy. Our first-round pick, 13th overall a couple of years ago. He scored 76 points in 68 games, up to a 79 overall. So that could be someone on defense right there. Keep that in mind. We have a lot of decent prospects in the system here. I'm very proud of the system of the prospect pool that we've gotten so far in this young franchise. Let's see the progress reports first as well. Toffoli's up to a 90 overall right now, so his value is never going to be higher. 90 overall at 34 years of age. Girard's at an 88 somehow. Pajot 84, Moore 87. Lysel's up to an 81, that's great. Kako 87, McIntyre 83, Knizov 81, Beck 80, Lindholm 91, Samoskevich down to an 82, Tarasenko down to, actually no, up to an 86. Spencer Knight up to an 88, who ended with his postseason with what, again? 909 save percentage, 2.89 goals against. Imagine a big deal with Toffoli and Knight and Guliev. I don't know. Did Guliev get any growth this season? If we sort by overall, where's Guliev? Guliev still 77. Ridiculous. Emelin up to a 68. Knight's at a 69. We move out Spencer Knight and bring in Christian Knights. Hemmings at a 78. That's very good as well. He could be making the NHL next season. It's a possibility. Good growth from Mugli. Damon Hunt really grew that much? Yeah, okay. We got him off waivers. Mikola, our high elite goalie prospect. Mikola's up to a 72. Very good. Hudson 79 as we saw. Haikila 74. The goalies here. Ingram, Garin, Mikola, Young, Kukkonen. Yeah. Okay, all right. And just looking at the extensions here. Possible. We have how much for extension dollars? First we'll want to see. So Pajot, he has top 9 potential. 4 million, we could probably do that. We could do that, I think. We could probably do that. He wants 4 million. We could get him down into the threes. He's 33, 19 years, with top 9 potential. We could get Pajot back, I think. Lysell, we could do a little 2-year bridge, even a 3-year, yeah, probably a 2-year bridge at like 2 years, 2 million. A million per year on Lysell, nice and cheap. Nico Sturm. So we'll have a lot of money, ladies and gentlemen. We will have the 25.76 million. That's going to give us a lot of money here. How come I don't see Tarasenko, though? Where's Tarasenko? Let me go back to view contracts. Did it glitch out? Oh, because we already have it extended. I forgot. We haven't extended at 5 million. Gotcha. So that's it. We have 25 million. And nothing really to spend it on aside from Pajot and maybe Spencer Knight or whatever goalie it would be. He wants 7 years, 9 million per. Lysell long-term. I don't know if I want to do long-term on Lysell just yet. He just had his first rookie season as a fourth liner. I don't know if he's ready to sign for 8 years or anything just yet. Lysell long-term, yeah, 8 years, 1.1. No, it wouldn't work. So yeah, if we look at our forwards and we think that next year we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, but then you remove, let's say, Verana, you remove, let's say, Toffoli, you add in, let's say, actually, I'm not sure if we added any rookies just yet. Then you can add in someone big from free agency, perhaps. I don't know. Then when it comes to the defense, I don't know. Girard, if we can put him on the second pair, that would maybe be ideal moving forward. But Lindell's already that second pair guy. Maybe a top pair right D? I don't know. We'll see who's available, I guess. But next season, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hudson at 6. So maybe we move one of Mahura or Knyzhov just to free up the money. We don't need 2 defensemen making 1.5 million plus as a healthy scratch. And of course the goalies, we don't know what we're doing there. So a few things to think about for the postseason, absolutely. Yeah, Hellenius is going to come up for sure, I would think. So we can make some spots in the lineup. Maybe Tarasenko, we extended him, but that doesn't mean we have to keep him. Pending free agents here. I like it, Dank. I like it, Mr. Dino. Pending free agents who are UFAs. Let's see who might be available out here. Panarin, Crosby, Marchand, Frost, Rasmus Anderson. There's a first top pair right D potentially. He'll be wanting a ton of money though. Line Coyle, Dvorak, Sharangovich, Saad, Kempe, Truba, Bunting, Kovalenko, Labanc, Pavelski at 41 years old. Schwartz, Zuccarello, Tippett, Kane, Pacioretty, Perron. Here's a bunch of names. And for the goaltending, Shesterkin, Hart, Gustafsson, Skinner, Bobrovsky, all potential free agents. And on defense, after Rasmus Anderson, it goes down to Truba. Then for right Ds, it goes down to Luke Shen. So not a ton of options for us. Okay, so there are the potential UFAs out there. Extensions, free agents, progress reports, draft class. We're going to call it here, RJ, anyways. I got some sleep as well, so thanks for being here, my friend. We'll go ahead and call it. I just want to look at our trade value. I'll look at that in a second. I just want to look at our trade value. What kind of trade value does Toffoli have? Yeah, quite a bit. Quite a bit. Pesci, Lindell is 32, and Pesci is, I passed him, Pesci is 31. So we could definitely use trade value here. Toffoli plus Verana, plus or minus Spencer Knight. This is good value for a potential move we want to make. If we're looking at a big first-line centerman, or maybe something like a big, I don't know, Canadian playmaker type of thing. Let me go to just player search quickly. Good night, everybody. Thanks for being here. This won't take long. We'll just go ahead and I just want to look at like top playmakers. That's all I want to look at, just to give you names of potential trade targets. Just top playmakers in the league, sorting by overall. Top playmakers, just to show you some names for inspiration. Of course, I don't think McDavid and Cooch would quite happen, but big names out here. Maybe we even trade for the rights to a guy like Panarin, but he is 34. So here you go. Just anyone who stands out to you. If we're thinking about the comments for this next episode down here on YouTube or over in the Discord server, here's some playmakers around the NHL, the highest overall playmakers. Picks have to be different national. Interesting. Only from one league with different nationalities. That would be tough because usually the league is the nationality. But I see what you're getting at. There we have it. Some of the top playmakers in the NHL according to overall. So we'll call it there, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me tonight on this very long stream of just about 3 hours. It was a Stanley Cup final trip. We lose in 6 games, unfortunately. We're looking to make some big moves in the postseason, but at the same time, we're a contending team. The second best team in the NHL that went to a Stanley Cup final in just their 3rd season. So we're not selling, but if we were to capitalize on trading out big value so as to get back big value, that would be of interest. At the same time, our core is not changing. Our young players are coming up. It's going to be exciting to continue with Lindholm, with Gerard, with Kakko, with Moore. But at the same time, do we want to trade out some of these older pieces whose value are at all-time highs? But on the other hand, you got to consider this is the team that got us to a Stanley Cup final. It was a disappointing finish, but please do leave a like if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you haven't already for all our ongoing series here on the channel. Leave all your thoughts on the postseason that was and the offseason ahead. I can't check trade blocks at this point, unfortunately. Sorry, Gen Z. Leave all your thoughts on the postseason that was and the offseason ahead down here on YouTube or over on the Discord server. Link in the description. Yeah, just can't do it. You can only browse. You can only look at your own trading block. You can't browse the trading block. That's the tough part. And I'll look forward to seeing you next week. If in a perfect world, we'll be live next Thursday, January. What was it? January 25th. Yes, January 25th. We'll be live January 25th. If all goes well with my eyes and my eyeballs are getting good rest, I'm good to go for another stream. We'll be back live on January 25th next Thursday. During my time off while the eyeballs are recovering, you'll have Vancouver postseason up on Friday and a new NHL 24 career sim up on Monday. So look forward to that. Thanks again, everybody, for being here. Get some rest. Enjoy the rest of your week. It was a great run. I hope that you enjoyed it because I did, as heartbreaking as it was in the end. It was a great run for 3 years in. Definitely a lot of positives to take. Let's build on it and have an exciting year number 4. But it all comes down to start with the 2026 off season. So thanks, everybody, once again for being here, and we'll talk soon. Good night.